Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to invite everyone to make your way to your seats. Our program is going to begin in just a few minutes. So once again, we'd like to invite everyone to start making your way to the seats for the beginning of our program.
Bonsoir tout moon. Howdy, y'all. I'm Paul Masashia, lead pastor at Preston Meadow Lutheran Church in Plano, Texas. And I want to talk to you just for a quick moment about one of the events we're going to have tonight. It's called Hats and Tails. You might have seen it there on your program. Here's what it is. For a $20 purchase, you get a beaded necklace. You get a chance for a $300 gift card to Delta Airlines. I was going to do Southwest, but they've canceled so much this week, I just said, I don't want to mess with that. So I got Delta Airlines here. If you buy that beaded necklace, you come up front with me later on in the evening, and we're going to flip a coin. You're going to choose hats or tails. That's how we do it in Texas at these big galas. We wear our cowboy hats and our cowboy boots. You choose hats or tails, and we're just going to weed through everyone until there is one person remaining, and that lucky person will be the winner of the $300 gift card with Delta Airlines, which has not been in the news recently. Thank goodness, all right? So my encouragement to you is get about 3 more bites of food, run over there to that registration table, get that $20 beaded necklace, and then come out here and party with your friends a little bit later on. Get that $300 gift card. Enjoy your meal. This program is going to get started here soon.
Good evening and welcome everybody. Thank you so much for coming out. And I'm so appreciative of you taking your Thursday evening. 180 people, this is the first time that we've ever done this for the Haitian Timoon, so thank you very much. It's been a labor of love with a lot of people that I have to thank. I won't do it now at the beginning, I will do it at the end, but just really appreciate you coming out, and we're going to have a lot of inspiring stories, and you're going to understand the impact, the life-giving impact that HTF is having all around Haiti with our partners. And tonight, we're going to celebrate those heroes, but first of all, I want to introduce a few members to you who are our international leadership team. They're all here this evening, so as I call your name, I would appreciate if you just stand at your table. The international leadership team has been so supportive of this effort, and a lot of ideas I bring to them, but so first of all, I'd like to introduce to you Reverend Dr. Lauren Halad. He's a chairperson of our international leadership team. Molly Ironman, vice chairperson. Reverend Paul Musacchio, he's our secretary. Reverend Dr. Rick Barger, founder of HTF. And along with his lovely wife, Harriet. Carlin Hyman. Reverend Dr. Doug Hill, all the way from Colorado. Not with us in attendance today is Dr. Theodore Jean-Baptiste. He's in Haiti, and he could not get away. He works for the World Health Organization. Reverend Tim Kinsley. And Judy Leidy. And Matt McNamara. Thank you, everybody, for this wonderful leadership and engaged board. We are going to have an absolute stunning evening tonight, and I'm here to introduce, to kick it off, Lauren Halad, chairperson. Thank you.
Thank you, Danette. On behalf of HTF, welcome and thank you for being here. Tonight, we hope that tonight you are inspired by the stories that you will hear, that you will be impacted with this vision of hope for what is happening not only in Haiti, but what can happen in our hearts. I first traveled to Haiti in 2011 when I was an intern in seminary at Abiding Hope Church in Littleton, Colorado. I had the pleasure of traveling with Reverend Dr. Doug Hill and a team of people from Abiding Hope, the founding congregation of HTF. You'll hear more about some of the founding stories from our founder, Rick Barger. But that trip greatly impacted my life. It changed the course of my ministry. As someone still deeply in theological formation, I was wrestling with this sense of call to a new life, called to a way of generosity, called to great purpose. My call to ministry began when I was a soldier in the war in Iraq. And I saw in Iraq the challenges and the turmoil of everyday people trying to carve out an existence, a hopeful future, caught between an oppressive regime and an occupying force that often left people desperate. But as a soldier in the Middle East, there's not a whole lot you can do from a humanitarian side. You're on a military mission. After I left the military and decided to go to seminary at Trinity Lutheran Seminary and was assigned out at Abiding Hope, that first trip to Haiti has always shown me what true resurrection hope means. A true reality that in places of deep desperation, where people struggle and suffer every day, there is hope. There is a way forward. And that way forward that HTF models is about accompaniment. It's about walking alongside, not positioning ourselves as experts that can solve a problem, but positioning ourselves as friend, as family. We walk alongside and support local indigenous leaders. We often like to call them Haiti's hidden heroes. The people that you'll hear from tonight, like Maya and Daphne and Verbeau. These are the true heroes of HTF. My life and my call to ministry, the impact of that first trip, there's no measure to it. My hope tonight is that you would also catch a glimpse of what is possible. What is possible when people come together to believe in a world restored with grace and peace. When people come together with a vision of a better humanity that doesn't see an us and them, but sees one world where any suffer, all might suffer. So tonight, as you enjoy the program, as you enjoy the fellowship, as we raise money to support this important work, my hope is that you too would catch a glimpse of what God is up to in the world and what God might be up to stirring in your heart. For all things are made new when we catch a glimpse of this vision. And that vision is powerful, it's strong, it's mighty, and it's contagious. Fair warning, look out. It might grab a hold of you and shake you up and reprioritize how you live, how you think, how you spend your resources, how you spend your time, the ethic with which you live your life. So hold on and let go and embrace what's possible. Thank you for being here tonight. It's my distinguished pleasure, it's my honor to introduce and bring up to the stage Reverend Dr. Rick Barger. Rick Barger and his wife Harriet are the founders of HTF. And they will share more of, Rick will share more of their story and how God grabbed hold of their heart to vision what this might be, alongside of some other really great people out at Abiding Hope. But Rick served as lead pastor out at Abiding Hope Church. He went on to serve as president of Trinity Lutheran Seminary. Rick is an inspiration to all who know him, and he's a challenger. I've known Rick to challenge the way we think and the way we perceive the world, the way we think about our resources, our time, our purpose here on this earth. Rick's words are mighty and powerful because they reflect the mighty and powerful vision of God who declares a rich feast for all people. So without further ado, Rick, come up.
Thank you. Wow, look at all these lights. Some of you told me to put my mask on, that I look better with the mask on. So, bonsoir tout le monde. It is so fabulous to just see this, to just really see this. So I want to start out piggybacking on what the Reverend Doctor just said, and that we all need to be captured with the notion that this time, right here, right now, 100%, this day that we've been called together is not a dress rehearsal for something yet to come. This is the day. This is what we are here for, to move mountains for our brothers and sisters in Haiti. Next May will mark 25 years from the time that Harriet and I first visited Haiti to visit our son, who was in the Peace Corps. And I had no idea what to expect, but something happened to me because 12 years before I answered the call to go to seminary, I spent most of my working life in the Middle East, working among the very, very, very poor. And something happened to me in Haiti where it was like that John Denver song where you find out that, you're going home to a place you've never been before. And so I fell in love with the Haitian people, fell in love with their character, their music, but also was touched by what they were up against. And it wasn't long until we caught this vision, and thank God that the people of Abiding Hope caught this vision, and then the Haitian T-Moon Foundation was born. Say that with me. I keep hearing people say Timon. It is T-Moon. Say it with me. T-Moon. Okay, it's not Timon, it's T-Moon. Okay, the T-Moon Foundation. So it'll be 25 years in May. This year, it so happens that the Haitian Education and Leadership Program is celebrating their 25th year of existence, of which the Haitian T-Moon Foundation has been their longest and strongest supporter. We've never left them since we began. And long relationships with them. The only organization that has given more money to help than HTF is the Kellogg Foundation, and we can't quite compete with those guys, okay? But you are the ones that they love the most. Right, Daphne? We're the most lovable. Okay, but in celebration of this 25th anniversary, y'all did a video. I've never seen it. It must not have been very good. But you did an interview with Connor Bohan, the founder and the executive director of HELP, having a conversation and interview questions. And one of the things that came up was how many people have Harriet and I taken to Haiti to introduce them to our work. And when we calculated it up, not just what Harriet and I have taken, but then who we also inspired people went with others, that we have taken over 1,500 people to Haiti. Adults who go on immersion trips, our youth groups that we would take, high school and college students, and then, of course, the summer camps. Many of you have been on one of those trips, and it's a shame that circumstances in Haiti have been that we have been unable to do that. So a gathering like this is really, really good. But there's a common denominator of people who take their first immersion trip into Haiti. And it's generally after they get back and they're in the quiet of someplace in their home and they're reflecting on what it is that they experienced, just trying to process it, and they're brought to tears. How many people have had that happen? You're brought to tears. And for many, those tears are tears of inspiration. You have seen people like Maya and Daphne and Verbo and others with the odds so stacked against them, with this tenacity and this resilience and this devotion to what it is that they're doing on behalf of their people and their country. And it's this tears, this inspiration that just brings you to tears, and you know that you have become in contact with some real heroes. Not fake heroes, but real heroes. And I know that in 2016, at Trinity Lutheran Seminary, I had the privilege of awarding the Sylvester Michael Felder Award for Christian Service to Luckner Fondrose. And you need to give a hand for that. But I found myself reading the notes of how I was going to introduce Maya and the citation that the faculty and the board of directors voted on, and I couldn't stop crying. Everybody wanted to know what in the hell is wrong with him. You know, he cannot stop crying. And then there are some other tears. These are tears where you get captured in the brokenness that you experienced. And you begin to feel sorry. Known people who never wanted to go back to Haiti because they just can't stand it anymore. You walk the Central Plateau, you go through parts of Port-au-Prince. You see people struggling to eat, and it just gets to you and you cry. It's a cry.
One of Haiti's 10 most influential women in the country. Daphne, if you will come up and join me. I first met Daphne when I was back at Abiding Hope as an intern in my own studies and formation. Daphne and Theodule, another member of HTF's board, were students at HELP at the time, and they came on a tour of the United States to meet congregations and share their story. And our first connection began 10 plus years ago when we were both in formation. And yet the things that Daphne has gone on to accomplish and achieve, the vision, the tenacity, and the leadership that she provides is an inspiration to all. So Daphne, it's my honor to welcome you up.
Thank you very much, Lauren. And first, I would like to thank everybody for joining us tonight. It's a great turnout with the work of the HTF team and Danette, of course. And also, thank you for inviting me to join this event. I was visiting on a tour with HTF back in 2012. And it's so great to see some of the faces that I've met back then, almost 10 years ago. So I have a little presentation, and it's a great pleasure for me to talk about the partnership with HTF. HTF was a partner of HELP even before I was a HELP student. And when I was going through some information about the partnership, I found out that HTF has been supporting over 60 students at HELP. In my position at HELP, I not only do development, I do fundraising in Haiti, but I also supervise the alumni affairs. And I know that we have about 280 alumni now. So I did some calculation. And then it turns out that HTF has been supporting almost 19% of all of our graduates. And that's a big deal. So I'm going to go to this slide and also telling you a little bit of my story. I grew up in Haiti with parents who did not finish primary school. I am one of the first generation in my family to be graduated from college. And I'm in the HELP start when you look at Haiti compared to HELP. So graduated from college. I got a university scholarship from HELP, and I went to Université Quisqueya in Haiti. I studied agronomy, and it's a kind of a combination between agriculture and economics. In 2010, my university was collapsed because of the big earthquake, and I was awarded a fellowship program at Dartmouth College. So I went there. I spent 2 semesters at Dartmouth. I loved it. And I went back to Haiti with many ideas and started to even start a university association offering internships and volunteering opportunities to students in my university. So now I'm working as a HELP employee, also a proud graduate. So I'm making a decent salary that covers all of my bills. And I'm also committed to stay in Haiti and to see changes happening in Haiti. Maybe some of you might be wondering, why do we need a program like HELP? Let me explain to you a little bit, because when you talk about scholarship in Haiti and in the US, two different things. In the US, when you hear about scholarship, you probably think, oh, they are paying for tuition, board, and probably dormitories, because all of the other services are available in the universities. But in Haiti, it's different. Universities in Haiti do not have dorms. This doesn't exist. Some of the even most prestigious universities, they do not have a reliable library or a computer lab connected to internet. I'm seeing some faces being a little bit shocked, but that's the reality. There's no career orientation, no career services, and they don't need to talk about job placement after you graduate. So that's why when HELP comes up in Haiti, it not only covers the tuition for you, but because we recruit nationwide, they also provide dormitories. It's like HELP had to come and fill this gap in the universities and offering all of these additional services that should have been provided by the universities, but are not. And even with that, the scholarship that they offer at HELP, it's very competitive when you compare it to the US. And that's why we are committed to stay in Haiti and offer more opportunities to Haitians in Haiti, also strengthening the university settings in Haiti instead of sending students outside of Haiti, and then some of them will most likely stay in the US. So that's why you saw the number of 80% of our students staying in Haiti. So what have we accomplished so far? Almost 300 graduates, and HELP graduates have started to implement initiatives that are bringing changes in Haiti. One of them, it's a youth center in the most dangerous neighborhood in Haiti called Cité Soleil. And one of our graduates, Daniel Tilias, has implemented this youth center in Cité Soleil and was even nominated as a CNN hero for this work in 2019. We also encourage HELP students to give back. They give back their talents, they give back their time to community projects, and some of them were already in the workplace, they give back financially through a program that we call COREM. COREM is Creole. It means support me or give me a push. The word was created by a HELP graduate and launched in 2011 as a pilot project. The first donation was received in 2015, but now we have collected up to $140,000 US from graduates alone, and they are currently supporting these two beautiful scholars that you can see smiling because they have a full scholarship covered by HELP graduates. But there are many things to do because we receive about 500 candidates for our scholarship, and we can only accept about 50. All of our candidates come with a straight A. That's the minimum requirement to receive an application. So that's why we really cherish a partner like HTF that is currently supporting 10 students. All these students are the ones that are supported currently by HTF, and I know there's one freshman coming that the family burger is adding to the group. And there's so many things that I could say about these students, and I know you are going to receive soon the HELP 25th year report, and there's a great interview with Jeff Nee, with Pastor Burger and Connor, so look out for that and pay attention to that. You are going to see it in the report. But one of the stories that really stuck with me is Marconi. Marconi was asked to do an exit report as he was about to graduate from HELP. And then he said something in his report that is very important, and that's what makes the difference, because it's not only about creating equipped professionals that can go and have a good life and provide for the family, but it's about creating a group of citizens that can make change. And that's exactly what Marconi said, and I'm going to read it right from his report. He said, "The very day I joined HELP, I started to change. This community inspires and nourishes me with the desire to learn, grow, and have new experiences. HELP and the whole community instilled a confidence in me, allowing me to excel in my studies and to take risks to try new things. I've learned to assert myself, develop my talents, and chase away shyness to express myself. HELP has encouraged me to get involved and assume my responsibilities as a citizen and give me the tools to succeed." And it's not only Marconi, it's a whole group of students that are doing the same. And in order to really make this night special, we have decided to offer, and this is a surprise, Rick is not aware of that, to recognize the partnership with HTF. And I would like to invite Pastor Rick Berger to receive it from us. It's from all the way from Haiti. It's handmade from Cité Soleil, actually, in that community center built by our graduate. And it reads as follows. In celebration of Haitian Timon Foundation Gala, we are proud to recognize Haitian Timon Foundation as a transformational partner, powering education and transforming the lives of over 60 help scholars over our first 20 years of collaboration. Thank you so much for changing my life, and then also for changing the life of my fellow Haitians. And we really feel that together we are building the future Haiti, where our great stories and our culture, our music, will be part of the main news stories. And we can't wait to celebrate that with you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Daphne. I believe that we have a video.
Hello everyone, my name is Jocelyn Teneus and I come from a family of 3 siblings, 1 brother and 2 sisters. I was born and grew up in a city called Lekai in Haiti, which is located in the southern region of the country. This is where I attended high school, and during my last year in high school I heard about HELP, which is Haitian Education and Leadership Program. This is a program that offers a merit and academic-based scholarship. After reviewing all the application, I realized that I had all the requirements. So I decided to apply for it, and thankfully I was one of the selected candidates in 2012. I studied industrial engineering for my undergrad at Quisqueya University, which is one of the best universities in Haiti, and I completed my undergrad in 2017. But during my early years at HELP, I learned that I was one of the beneficiaries of the Haitian Timon Foundation. Again, today I would like to thank HTF for its support and commitment to HELP and the Haitian society at large. And I want to tell you also that you're doing an amazing work, and I hope that you will continue to do so, because supporting one person in Haiti is like helping a whole family at the same time. I am the first generation of my family who completed an undergrad, and actually I'm pursuing an MBA due to the support of a generous family in the US. I'd like to thank Janet Miller for inviting me to do the video. I wish I could be with you in the gala today, and I'm so proud of your work. Thank you so much for helping my country.
Well, as you've heard already tonight from Rick and Harriet, our founders, this vision for the work that we do in Haiti began on a trip to visit their son serving in the U.S. Peace Corps. The Bargers were struck by Haitians doing work every day to build a more just and equitable future and life in Haiti. A congregation got involved, and some core people from Abiding Hope got involved, got committed, gave resources, time, energy, commitment, blood, sweat, and tears. Others got involved. The movement spread. You've heard from one of our partners, Daphne, representing HELP, the Haitian Education Leadership Program, a blue chip partner of HTF that's doing remarkable work to raise up a new generation of leaders and entrepreneurs who are going to change the landscape of Haiti's future. And you're starting to hear about the impact. Not just the impact that's happening in Haiti, but the impact that's happening for so many of us. This awakening This realization that a 90-minute flight away from America's abundance exists the most dehumanizing poverty in the Western Hemisphere. It's a scandal of our shared humanity, a 90-minute flight away. If you've traveled to Haiti and you've flown back into the Miami airport, you know what it's like to leave Haiti and to fly back to marble-floored airports and hand dryers that will dry your hands without a towel needed. You know what it's like to wrestle with affluence and the reality of this extreme poverty. And so we're called to do something, as Rick said, to create the impact Daphne talked about. I want to invite to the stage somebody who's dedicated his life to creating impact for his people. Verbeau Jean Julien needs no introduction. Verbeau, make your way to the stage while I introduce you. Verbeau is the founder and executive director of the Centre d'Éducation Intégrée, or CEI as you know it, the school located in La Montagne, near the city of Jacmel. Verbeau's story is inspiring and remarkable. But what's truly remarkable is that Verbeau would go on to earn a law degree and a master's of business administration. And though Verbeau has accumulated education and accolades throughout his life, his passion and his heart remains for little children who live on the mountain, who used to have to walk miles and miles and miles to school in the city of Jacmel. Verbeau dedicated his life's work to creating a school where they live on the mountain. Verbeau, we are honored that you're here. We're inspired by your witness. The microphone's yours.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me here, and I'm very happy to be with the Beth HTF Gala, Moving Mountain in Ohio. My name is Verbeau Jean Julien. As Pastor Laurent said, I come from Haiti, and I was raised in the countryside, La Montagne. And today I want to talk to you about Haiti education and my personal experience, and the CEI as a challenge, and also the partnership we have with the trust the organization as Haitian Timon Foundation. In Haiti, about 15,600 schools we have in Haiti, but only 1,240 public schools. The non-state school we have, they comprise between 90 and 92% of school, and the majority of which of them do not receive any public subsidies. Some 82% of all of primary school and secondary school, students attend private school-based fees, based field schools, because in Haiti, the school, they said on the paper the school is free, but you have to pay anyway. The school enrollment rate is about 60%. The lack of resources at the family, deprives many children the right to have a good education. In primary school, the rate is about 57%, and from the 67%, we have only 30% students who reach 6th grade. From the 30%, we have only 20% who can go to the secondary school. That's bring the literacy rate in Haiti in total for about 52.9%. International private schools are generally operated by mission, American, Canadian, or churches. They educate the mission like American mission, churches, Canadian mission, they educate 90% of the student population. In talking about education in Haiti, there has been a tendency to focus on exclusively the formal system of education that designed for a urban elite who only represent a small population, while ignoring the fact that more than 80% of the population were living in the countryside. It is very important to overcome this situation, to redefine the scope of Haitian education to rectify this error. As personal experience with that, I was one of the victims of the education system in Haiti. Because where I live in the countryside, the government didn't have any social services. And that's the reason when I was a child, I have to go to school late in my life. I start my first day in primary school when I was 11. And to go to secondary school, and I have to walk 2.5 hours to go to school, 2.5 hours back to school. Those experiences was really an eye-opener for me. I really understand the situation. And I said, as Pastor Ek said, you have to do something. That's the reason why, as Haitian, and I have to do something. I went to different school, has different knowledge, and I said, how I can do something. My dream was to create a school in the community where children after me can have a chance to go to school. That's the reason we create CEI, that Center for Integrated Education. That's many of you used to go up the mountain, and then we have the Lutheran Church here in Pickerington, Ohio, who support us alongside with Texas, with Colorado, and many congregations will be a part of HTF support us. The challenge, as I said, making a dream a reality and engaging the community. Why we have to do that? Because you already know that, like the community engagement, it's something that we work in it as a community-centered oriented, based on dialogue. This is what we do in the community to make sure that every parents, every community leaders, they're part of that school. Center for Integrated Education, we start Lelo with 5 students. Now we have 153. We might have more than that. Because this year, we have some of them who went to the official exam, they success, and then now we cannot do the grade like the 9, 10 grade. We cannot do it because we need, this grade needs computer lab. They need electricity. We don't have that. Those kids have to leave the school. And now they are in trouble. They cannot go to Port-au-Prince and Jacmel. And parents complain about that. But we cannot provide this kind of education this year because we don't have the supplies you need, the materials we need. And in CI goals is really to offer a quality of education to children in the countryside. We do community engagement because everyone is involved. And now, we understand that literacy is very important. We believe in literacy as a foundation of lifelong learning and education. People that cannot read or write experience difficulties in developing samples every day. Sample tasks every day, they have difficulties. Such as reading the label of a bottle of medicine, filling a job application, understanding a traffic sign. This is something that they need, but they cannot. CI goal is really to embrace and make sure that everyone has the opportunity to have a better life. We must advocate to creating a partnership with other organizations as Asian Timon Foundation. Asian Timon Foundation is a very long life partner with CEI who have never had before. This is the really true organization we can invest. We invest in children to make sure they have the opportunity, they can go by themselves, they can be autonomous. Through churches and congregation, HTF members standing behind CEI to support it, reduce the literacy rate, feed the hungry children family, and give every children in Haiti a chance to prosper and live a productive life for themselves and their family. Students need literacy to engage with writing word every day. Being able to read and write means being able to keep up with current events, with communication, with understanding or understand the issue that happen our world and that changing our world. Therefore, when we help someone to acquire literacy skills, we empower him. We empower him to afford better opportunities, to break the cycle of poverty. This is what HTF is doing behind CEI, behind other organizations they support too. If you come today to support HTF, you can make leads and tell your friends, tell your family, your congregation, your company. There are a possibility we can change the life of people. Because you cannot go over there to do that. But with the Haitian Timon Foundation, eventually, you are here, you contribute to save life. Thank you.
Hopefully, it was not lost on you the power of what we just experienced. Verbeau Jean-Julien grew up as one of those children up on Lamantai, up on the mountain, who didn't have access to a school, had no one to teach him that was capable of how to read and write in his family, in his hometown, in his village. And so Verbeau walked miles and miles every day down to Jacmel to get an education, something that many of us just take for granted. And was it lost on you or not that that same young boy who went on to become a lawyer and have a master's of business administration stood up here tonight on October 14th, 2021, and read a 5-page speech that he wrote eloquently and delivered it magnificently in another language? When you invest in organizations like the one Verbeau poured his own finances, his own blood, his own sweat, his own tears into, and then invited us to pour our resources into, when you do that, you create opportunity for children today who have no one to teach them to read or write. It had been a long, hot, arduous day as our group made the way back onto our small bus to find our seats. 5 days into the trip, our group had grown accustomed to tight spaces and stepping over one another's luggage. Our reminder to crack open the windows came once again from our group leader, followed by, "We're going to be on the bus for a while." Port-au-Prince and Jacmel's actual distance is only about 60 miles. But even traveling short distances in Haiti can take hours. I've grown to realize that the time spent traveling between sites or programs in Haiti while on an immersion trip with HTF creates a much-needed space to observe, think, process, and reflect all that Haiti bears to offer. Danette and I sat quietly, both looking out the window as our driver navigated his way past the busy marketplaces, through cadres of motorbikes and pedestrians, and eventually out of the city. We had just wrapped up a long day of learning, which began at the Haitian National Museum in Port-au-Prince and ended with visiting the alma mater of Daphne, the Haitian Education Leadership Program. We spent the afternoon learning what you've learned just a little bit about tonight, where approximately 84% of Haitians with a college education leave Haiti to pursue other economic opportunities, contributing to Haiti's ongoing brain drain, depleting the country of a professional, educated class. We learned how the HELP program that Daphne talked about brings resources and reverses that trend by providing scholarships and counseling and support so that young Haitians can not only study in Haiti, but live in Haiti and lead Haiti. And Danette and I were tired. But meeting these HELP students and hearing their stories was inspiring. And I, as one of Danette's pastors, was curious to hear how she was experiencing the afternoon. As our bus started to climb up the mountain toward Jacmel, I noticed Danette's eyes were welling up with emotion. And she said, it just all seems so trivial now. She explained how she had a record year of sales with her company, a Fortune 50 company, IBM to be exact. She told me rather sheepishly that her most significant anxiety leading up to her inaugural trip to Haiti was the major kitchen remodeling project her and Scott had undertaken. Shaker or modern, quartz or granite. It just all seems so trivial. And I'll always remember the essence of discovery in your voice, Danette, when you remarked what so many of us have remarked: I live such a privileged life. Danette and I spent the rest of that bus ride reflecting and talking about the concepts of affluence and poverty, reflecting and marinating on the words of our founder: to be born in America, no matter what street you're born on, is like being born on third base with a 20-foot lead to home when you consider what other people around the world are born into. People like Daphne and Verbeau and Maya, who I invite to the stage to come join me. We reflected on our Christian faith, on the call that God had placed on our life. We came away from that morning at the National Museum with more questions than answers, one of which being, how could we as Americans, a 90-minute flight away from America's abundance, be so blind to the need and the hurt and the pain and the poverty? And then we sat in the hollowing silence of the question, what will we do about it? What will we do about it? Welcome to the struggle. Maya, have a seat. Let me turn my microphone on. All right, I think this one's on now. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sitting down with Luchner Fondrose, otherwise known as Maya. Raise your hand if you know Maya. All right, you can put your hand down. Raise your hand if you've never met Maya. Put them up. All right. When we travel to Haiti, when it's safe and responsible to do so, not taking away resources that are desperately needed by Haitians, when we can travel safely and responsibly to go support the work of our partners, it is Maya Luchner Fondrose who is our guide, who is our bodyguard, who is our protector, who is our brother. He walks with us. He journeys with us as the in-country director, the Haitian director of the Haitian Timoun Foundation. This is Maya's role. Many of you might know Maya's story, but many of you might not. So Maya, I would love for you to share in a Reader's Digest version, that is a condensed version. I would love for you to share with folks tonight a little bit about your story, because it's powerful. Tell us a little bit about where you grew up, how you grew up, and how you came into relationship with all of us.
Good evening, bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
This is such a privilege for me to be amongst you all and to celebrate life. And everybody knows me by Maya, but my real name is Luc Nefonwoz. I am 47, married, have 2 children, a 19 years old who just graduated from high school. Thank you. And a 8 years old who is in 3rd grade. I was born and raised in a very poor family. My dad was not in my life at all. And my mom, she was a farmer, and she wasn't have a job, and never been to school. And after I was born, 4 years after my birth, she decided to abandon me and run away from me. Not because she wasn't love me, or because she couldn't care for me, provide for me. So she left. I ended up being with my grandma. My grandma passed away 2 years later. I ended up moving into the city of Port-au-Prince to be with one of my aunts, who said she will care for me, provide for me. But when I moved to be with her, she took me to be her Westavec, which we call child slave, even today, who is very common in Haiti, where hundreds of children became child slave, either to a stranger, to a family member, or so I ended up to be a child slave to my own aunt. She was mean to me, never sent me to school. I was the first person to wake up in the morning, last person to go to bed, do all the choices in the house. So she never sent me to school. So something happened, I end up running away from her. I end up being on the street because after I ran away from her, I couldn't make my way to my hometown because it was too far away. So I end up being on the street of Haiti. And you know, being in the street of Haiti, it's hard. You completely alone. No government program that you can go to, no shelter. So I was homeless and hopeless, and I mean, the only clothes that I had was the one that I wear, torn clothes and barefoot. So I live on the city street for 6 months, begging people, do whatever I could to live. From there, I find my way to a detention center. From that detention center, I was lucky enough to found by an American called Michael Gala, who is the founder of St. Joseph Home for Boys, who decided to take me to be a part of this home. When I moved there, I was 13 years old. That was the first time living into a real home, sleeping into a real bed, and that was the first time having the chance to go to school, learning how to read and write. So, and today, I feel like I am blessed. And God, you know, I come from from being a West Avec, from being a child, a street person, and then find my way to detention and to St. Joseph. They're investing in me, providing for me. And then from there, I got the chance to become the director of a home called Wings of Hope, which is a home for mentally and disabled and physically and disabled children in Haiti. And then it was there that I met Pastor Rick Bagger, who is the founder of the Haitian Timon Foundation. Since then, my life stuck up with the Haitian Timon. And today, I am the country director, where I am living in Haiti, caring for other people, providing for my family, and providing for others.
So, Maya, one of the most powerful moments I have ever had with you here in the United States was a few years ago when you were visiting, and you and I went to the Freedom Center Museum, which is located down on the riverbank, downtown Cincinnati. And you and I were walking through the Freedom Center, and I admit I was really nervous about that day because I'm bringing somebody who Maya just explained grew up as a child slave, an actual slave who was forced to do labor, who was beaten, abused, neglected, who's gone on to not allow that to define himself, but rather not to be a victim, but to be a champion and a hero. Yet I'm bringing you to a museum about slavery that is air-conditioned, with marble floors, downtown Cincinnati. And I was worried with how you might react to reading about slavery in another country in a museum, when it had been something you had lived. And I remember, you might remember, we were on the second floor of the museum, and it was about global slavery, the modern-day reality of slavery. And I was a few paces behind you, and you just stopped because you saw the word Restavec in a giant museum in Cincinnati, Ohio, dedicated to the eradication of slavery throughout the world. The portion about the slavery in Haiti existed on a 2x8 board. That's it. And yet it was your life. When you think of the reality of the differences between the life you've come from and the suffering of your people in Haiti, compared to the extravagance of this room with chandeliers and bottles of wine and fine silverware, how do you process that? How do you reflect on this great divide in our world? And what do you wish we might be more aware of? What message might you have, Maya, for those who have never grown up in slavery, but only read about it in museums?
Yeah, I remember working at that museum. It was a maze. And walking through that center where I saw the pictures and the stories of West Avec slavery, it's reminded me about my life as a child slave. Because, like I said, even today, there are hundreds of people, young children, who are mistreated, treating as nothing, seen as nobody. And it was a shock. And I remember coming my first time to the United States when Pastor Rick Bagger invited me to come to Littleton, Colorado. My first question was, where is everybody? Everybody is driving in the cars. In Haiti, everybody are in the streets, trying hard to find a way to make their living. So whenever I came here, wow, I see how much abandoned you are living in. And I know some people, especially young people, young children, your kids, might take it as granted. But in Haiti, where you have kids who can't even go to school, who can't even have a meal a day, who can't even have shoes, who can't even go to hospital when they're sick, who have nothing, no hope, no government supports. But coming here, I say, wow, I wish that my country could be like this. I wish Haiti could be a country where every children could have an opportunity to go to school, to live in a home, to have what they need, and to become a good citizens that can love their country, to remain in Haiti and make a difference. Mm-hmm. So by coming here each time, my eyes become open by many opportunities, meeting good people like you. And whenever I came here, you make me feel being home. You treating me as family, like my Alex Haitian brother.
It's his birthday today, by the way.
Happy birthday to you, brother. Bonne fête. So, what I hope that you know, or maybe your children know, you are blessed. You are blessed by living in a country where you are surrounded with all kind of blessings. While in Haiti, people are suffer, people are hungry, have no shelter, no clean water, no access to education, no access to healthcare. So I wish that each and every one of you will use the blessing that you have to be a blessing to others.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Maya. My final question is really more of a prompting. If you could share with me, I'll never forget when I was in Haiti, one of the immersion trips, and I asked you in another way, how would you describe Americans? And that's a loaded question. And you did this with your fists. Would you describe that same thing with your imagery for us tonight?
Yeah, I mean, grew up at St. Joseph, and we have a guest house at the home where people come, and we always see American people who come as angels, who come among us. But one of the things that I understanding about be a blessing to others is like, this is your hands. If your hands remain closed, would you able to receive anything?
No.
So when your hands is opened, it means you are able to receive the blessing that people are ready to give to you, and it also means you are ready to share. So when you keep your hands closed, that means you're not giving, you're not sharing, you're not providing for others. And you are not also able to receive. So God creating every one of us to be a blessing to others. So the more we keep our hands open, it means the more we give and the more we receive. So that's why I will encourage every one of you, which you already do, and I will encourage you to continue do that. Keep your hands open. And when your hands is open, you will always receive. That means you will always sharing. So let's be a blessing to others.
Yes. Yes. Maya, thank you. Thank you for preaching tonight and just providing for us a vision, a reminder, an awakening that I think we all desperately need. When I think about this right now, and I think there would be a lot of nods in the room, I think about the state of our country, just... But we are here tonight to live into a different story because, as we know, both stories can't be true. And so tonight is a night, ladies and gentlemen, to open our hands, to receive, as Maya said, and to give generously. This concludes the formal part of our program, but the fun is just beginning. I'm mindful that you have sat patiently and attentively, and you have heard stories, and your hearts have been challenged and opened up in new ways. We're going to take a little bit of an intermission for you to go to the restroom, grab another drink, but stick around, because the reason we are here tonight is not just to come out to a nice dinner and hear some stories and be educated and be inspired. It's to open our hands and do something about it, to create life-giving impact for Haiti's poor. And we're going to do that through some hats and tails, through a live auction with the Reverend Paul Masaccio and myself, auctioning off some really amazing opportunities for you tonight. 100% of the proceeds go directly to the partners and programs in Haiti. Not $1 raised tonight, not $1 raised tonight will go to HTF's overhead to accomplish our mission. Not $1. Every dollar raised will go to create life-giving impact in Haiti. Danette?
Thank you, Lauren. Real quick before we take a break, to let you know, we've gone a little bit over, if you look at the program. The silent auction is still open and will stay open until we start the hats and tails. So please, as you get up and refresh your drinks, head to the restroom. Let's try and join back here in about 8 minutes, but check out the silent auctions, please. Thank you.
Sunny place, I'm lucky, I know, but I wanna go home. I got to go home. Let me go home. I'm just too far from where you are. I wanna come home. It's been a long day, baby. Things ain't been going my way, you know I need you here to clear my mind all the time. And baby, the way you move me, it's crazy. It's like you see right through me and make it easier. To please me, you don't even have to try. Oh, because you are the best thing. You are the best thing. You are the best thing ever happened. Baby, come a long way, baby. You know I hope and I pray that you believe me when I say this love will never fade away. Oh, because you are the best thing. You are the best thing. You are the best thing ever happened to me. Both of us have known love before. Come on, no promising like a spring to walk on out the door. Hearts are strong and our hearts are kind. Let me tell you just exactly what's on my mind. You are the best thing. You are the best thing. You are the best thing ever happened to me. You are the best thing. You are the best thing. You are the best thing ever happened. Yeah, 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 yeah. Na, 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 na. Your love lifted me higher than I've ever been lifted before. So keep it up, quench my desire, and I'll be at your side forevermore. You know your love keeps on lifting higher, higher and higher. I said your love keeps on lifting higher and higher. Now once I was downhearted, disappointment was my closest friend. But then you came and he soon departed, and you know he never showed his face again. That's why your love keeps on lifting me higher, higher and higher. I said your love keeps on lifting me higher and higher. All right. drums echoing tonight. She hears only whispers of some quiet conversation. She's coming in 12:30 flight. The moonlit wings reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies. He turned to me as if to say, hurry boy, it's waiting there for you. Gotta take the life to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things we never The wild dogs cry out in the night as they grow restless, longing for some solitary company. I know that I must do what's right, sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti. I seek to cure what's deep inside, frightened of this thing that I've become. Gonna take the life to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I guess the rains down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things we never Hurry, boy, she's waiting there for you. Gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I guess the rains down in Africa.
You're going to be the target for some work on stage. It looks like there's no line at the bar, so if you've been waiting, go ahead and get you a drink. Make your final bids on those silent auction items. Get your beads. We'll start here in just a few short minutes.
Oh, the good life, full of fun, seems to be the ideal. The good life lets you hide all the sadness you feel. You won't really fall in love, for you can't take the chance. So please be honest with yourself. Don't try to fake romance. It's the good life, to be free and explore the unknown. like the heartaches. When you learn, you must face them alone. Please remember, I still want you, and in case you wonder why, well, just wake up, kiss the good life goodbye. The summer wind came blowing in from across the sea. It lingered there to touch your hair and walk with me. All summer long we sang a song, and then we strolled that golden sand. Two sweethearts and the summer wind, like painted kites, those days and nights, they went flying by. The world was new beneath the blue umbrella sky. Then softer than a piper man, one day it called to you. I lost you to the summer wind. The autumn wind and the winter winds, they have come and gone. And still the days, those lonely days, they go on and on. And guess who sighs his lullabies through nights that never end? My fickle friend, the summer wind. The summer wind, warm summer wind, the summer wind. We get it almost every night. When that moon is big and bright, it's a supernatural delight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Everybody here is out of sight. They don't bark and they don't bite. They keep their loose to keep it tight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight.
Pastor Lauren, is Pastor Lauren in the house? Pastor Lauren? Pastor Lauren. Attendez-vous. Pastor Lauren, allez, allez, allez. Venez là, s'il vous plaît. Danette, I've got to call your attention. There is a misprint in the program here. Okay, I mean, we were way over time with the silent auction. It said hats and tails, Reverend Paul Masaccio, and it says Preston Meadow Lutheran Church. It does not say the current reigning champs of the 2021 Hoops for Haiti competition. And I swear I saw that edit, and it should have stayed in there, right? So, Alex Hoops was named after you and your congregation. Did you break into the top 5? It was close. Yeah. A lot of people have said, you know, we're kind of tired to listen to this pastor kind of gloat about winning the Hoops for Haiti competition. And the easiest way to fix that is to beat us next year. All right? So, yeah, go for it. Go for it. Pastor Doug Hill is in the house tonight. Pastor Doug, good to see you.
Always good to see Pastor Doug. Wait, where is Doug? The better question is, where's the bourbon?
See, now that was the question. You've heard the joke. You know, where there's 4 Lutherans, there's usually a 5th, but where there's a 5th, there's usually Doug Hill. So that's yeah. How many tickets did you put into that bourbon pool? 7. All of them. 7. 70. Okay. All right. So we're gonna do. Are we closing the silent auction now? Or 2-minute warning.
On the silent auction. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you had your heart set on an item, 2 minutes left for the silent auction. I know there are OSU Purdue tickets up for grabs at the low, low price right now. Last I looked at $275. I mean, you could get it. Go over there. Yeah, Purdue, Purdue. Come on, let's go. Silent auction closes in 2 minutes, and then Paul's going to kick off hat and tails.
Close in 2 minutes. And Lauren, we had a little friendly wager before the evening got going, and sadly, I lost.
You did.
I lost. I got to make good on it.
Pay up, Paul.
So my wager was $20.
$20, yeah.
$20, and I said Pastor Rick would mention NC State at least once during his time up here, and you said that he would just be really restrained, and I said there's no way, let's put some money on it, so I make good on it, Lauren,
that's
$20.
right.
Yeah. Give
That's right.
that to Haiti.
Yeah, but Paul, actually, the money actually needs to go back to you, because we made that other wager that I said, I guarantee Pastor Rick is going to quote Isaiah, and instead he quoted Jeremiah.
So it goes back to you. All right. So we will give that to Haiti. That's yeah. We can't pass any more hands. That $20 is going right to Haiti. Folks, if you saw the screen earlier on, the night is exceeding expectations. Thank you for your generosity.
A note about that, Paul. A quick note about this. What you see up here is our existing total. So far tonight, we have raised $64,400.
That's awesome.
For Life-Giving Impact.
That's
now,
an open hand.
Here's the thing. As we go throughout the night, our live auction, that total is going to go up. But even if you don't bid on a live auction item, you are still encouraged to give. There are QR codes at your table and instructions for how you work. And they work. How you can give, and when you give, you can make it anonymous. Or
Ohio State grad can figure it out.
Okay, here comes the NC State part.
If Pastor Rick can figure out how to work his phone, everyone else will be able to do it too.
So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bid on some items, and I know they're going to go for top dollar because they are really amazing items, and you're generous people. But that doesn't preclude you, if you're not bidding on an item, from adding to our total. We have a goal tonight of $75,000. Now, we're going to hit that pretty quickly. So, our new goal is $100,000, and I think we're going to get there. All right, Paul.
We're $20 closer.
We're $20 closer.
All right, so let's go ahead. If you are a hats and tails participant, you've got that bead on your necklace, on your neck. Come on up here, get you some space. If you want a social distance, you can do that as well. We're going to do a practice round. But you all make your way up here. We've got the $300 gift card to Delta, who's not in the news for anything bad right now. All right. Again, it's just heads or tails. That's what it is. Before I flip the coin, you will choose heads or you will choose tails, all right? And we're up here watching you. Yeah, Danette. All right, we're closing the silent auction. Closing the silent auction. I'm just a messenger. That's all. All right, so hats and tails. Y'all figure this out? NC State grad could figure this out. All right, you choose a head, you choose a tail, I'll flip it, and whatever it lands on, if you chose correctly, you stay in.
Now, Paul, for them to choose it, they have to do this, right?
Yes, yeah, you have your hands up or your
You
hands
can't just
down,
be like,
right?
oh, no, I chose tails.
Yeah.
Alex.
And make sure you choose your own tail, all right? No one else's. Hands up,
Yeah.
hands down, okay? Some of you bought multiple beads. That's like getting an extra life. So if you get knocked out, you just give us a bead, and then you keep going, all right? You were smart. We call that in Texas strategery, okay? You figured that out, so good to you. All right, so let's do a practice round. Y'all choose heads, you choose tails, hats, tails. We'll flip it, Lauren will call.
Flip it up. Oh.
Heads.
Heads.
Heads. So, technically, if you chose tails, adios, all right? Vaya con Dios. You take the walk of shame back to your seat, and everyone here watches you. Hey, if you're online, you see someone here, take a screenshot. Send it to them later, and you can see their sadness.
Yeah, by the way, those of you online tonight, you can also donate. All right, go ahead, Paul.
You can't play hats and tails, but text HTF 91999, right?
That's right.
Right.
Text that with $10 million.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to be your
Crypto.
friend. Yeah, crypto.
Bitcoin.
All right, you ready? All right, choose hats, choose tails. Ready? Go. Choose hats, choose tails. Lauren, make sure these people aren't cheating here, okay? Here we go. What we got?
Tails.
Tails. Oh, yeah.
Throw your beads up here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh!
It's like Mardi Gras.
All right.
So, yeah. There you go, Lauren.
All right.
Hey.
Woo! All right, but
All right.
Paul, whoa! You know what they call that? Iraq War 2006. Great hands. All right, let's go.
All right, choose hats, choose tails. Choose hats, choose tails. Are you second guessing yourself? All right, don't do it. Don't do it. Go with what your gut says here. All right, let's see what happens.
Tails.
Oh! He's spinning tails tonight, folks. That's what's going on. He's spinning tails. So, yeah.
We are getting closer and closer to our Delta Airlines traveler. All right.
It says Messi on Peel.
It's
Yeah.
Delta and Messi
Delta,
on
yeah.
Peel. Delta Airlines. Only fly Delta. All right.
Kroger had more of those than the others. All right, here we go. Oh, no, I'm kidding. All right, there we go. Choose hats, choose tails.
tails.
Choose hats, choose tails. That was like, an extra thriller. So, hats, tails.
Hats.
Hats! Oh, lots of hats here. All right. Keep it going, keep it going. Keep it going. I like it.
All right, let's keep it moving, Paul.
I haven't had these many bees.
Choose hats, choose tails.
Choose hats, choose tails. Ready?
Hats.
Oh, we're 2 for 2 here. 2 for 2. Anyone picking that out? 2 for 2. Whittling down, whittling down.
Whoa! You almost got me. All right, we're whittling down. We have
Ryan really wants
1,
that. Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
There we go.
12.
Yep. He can count, folks. Choose hats, choose tails, choose hats, choose tails.
Tails.
Oh, broke it. Who are you losing that one? 2? You lost 2. All right.
All right, we
Here
only
we
lost
go.
2. Let's keep it moving.
Let's keep it going. Choose hats, choose tails. Choose now. Enter your input. Ready?
Tails.
Tails. So sorry.
Tails of
Everyone's
defeat.
keeping them honest out there?
All right.
All right. We got
I feel like
got one
on
more
these
life to
beads
live.
I can moonwalk.
more life to live. You can do that.
All right,
Yeah.
let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Choose hats, choose tails. Choose hats, choose tails.
Hats.
Hats. Oh, hats. just one gone. All right.
Wow, just one gun.
Keep it going. Ready?
Let's
All
go.
right. Choose it again. Choose hats. Choose tails. Choose hats. What's all these lights here? There you go.
Tails.
Tails. Tails. I love it. I love it. Oh, sorry, Sandy. Thanks for playing.
Well done, ladies. All
All right.
right.
So y'all, why don't y'all get in a line?
As you're
Other than
socially
it just
comfortable.
feels good. All right.
All right.
All right.
Flip it high,
Flip it high.
land it solid.
Land it solid.
how
Hats
you
and
do it.
tails, y'all. We're down to 5.
Hats and tails. Okay,
All right, I like
even
this.
split. Well,
Oh, Brian's going.
we have an outlier. Only one hat. Going in strong. Hats.
Hats. Oh! What a 5.
Oh!
That's insane. All right.
So, hey,
There you go.
hey,
Brian.
ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Brian, come on down. So, what you need to know is Brian Rindels comes from the great state of Colorado.
Okay.
And Brian Rindels has, Brian served many, oh, wait, that's his visa.
Yep.
I was going to charge it. Brian was on the international leadership team of HTF for many years. Longtime supporter. Glad it went to you, buddy. All right,
All right,
Paul.
so I have the winners, half of the winners for the silent auction. So if we call your name, make sure you go out and claim your prize or whatnot.
And
I'm
if-
just calling the paddle numbers because I don't know who these folks are. So the Italian dinner donated by the Good Shepherd Lutheran Church Haiti team, as the Peel, goes to paddle number 20. Italian
Hold
dinner.
up, paddle number 20.
Number
Can we see
20.
paddle number 20?
Congratulations. Hey, there you are right there. Way to go.
Hey, way to go.
The basket of diversity from from Epiphany Lutheran in Pickerington. That is paddle number 45. I think that's a 45. Yeah, 45.
45.
Yeah, 45.
Hold it up.
45. Good for you. Basket of diversity. Paddle 45.
back.
Congratulations. Original art, the J.M. Cupido. Beautiful artwork down there.
Read off what it went for.
Well, Danette said don't do that.
Okay, don't do- okay,
Yeah,
Danette said don't do that.
but I think this should because
We're
this is
raising
beautiful.
money.
This is, you would probably never pay this on the street for a piece of Haitian art. But paddle number 100, winning bid of $300. So paddle number 100, the J.M. Cupido, Haitian artist. Here's another Haitian artist. It just says woman on it. And I think we all know what that one is. This one went for more. Paddle number 74. The winner, all right, nice
right,
job,
Matt.
$400
Way to
bid.
go.
Way to go. Way to go. Haitian artist, it says table. Paddle 125. Paddle 125.
All right.
Thanks, Patrick. All right, the handmade throw. That was beautiful. Member of Prince of Peace Lutheran Church.
She
Paddle.
does amazing work.
We saw that. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
I have a piece of her
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
It's amazing.
And
It's worth every
paddle
penny.
number 37 is a lucky recipient of that. So way to go, 37. Nice job. This one, it's got 2 pages on
Oh
it.
my goodness, this was a hot item,
Oh,
Paul.
look at this.
What?
It came from Plano, Texas.
No, wait, can anything good come from Texas?
Can anything good come from Nazareth?
And that's
Texas spice and whiskey. A lot of these spices are made by a member of our congregation. He runs a barbecue joint there called Burnt Barbecue and Tacos. If you're ever in Plano, Texas, be happy to take you and get you some of his meals. I'm just telling you this because I can. The whiskey is there from Austin. It won a gold award at San Francisco. And there's
Is that
spirits
where this came
competition.
from?
These are tacos. This is pudding, and this is a good time. So, winner number 43. Nice job. All right. The Zimmers. I love it. 43. You've had some of that Texas stuff there. Yeah, enjoy that. And there's a gift card in there too. And another double bid, the inclusion books for kids donated by
Epiphany
Lutheran Church.
Pickerington.
Wonderful. Thank you. What a neat creative gift. Paddle 37. 37. Another winner there. So, look like someone else is disappointed over there. That's a sad. So, paddle 37. Congratulations. Okay, thanks, Danette.
All right, Paul, before we move on
Yes,
to
sir.
the main event, right? Drum roll, please. We're headed into the main event of our live auction. Before we do so, if anyone is feeling generous and wants to bring Paul a drink of his choice, that would be good to wet his whistle.
That's kind.
And,
yeah. No, you don't have to do that. Yeah.
No, but
That's kind.
his
yeah,
beautiful
yeah.
wife, Susan.
All right, I'm going to pray over it, and it's going to become wine. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Maybe Lauren will pray over it.
That's right. All right, we're starting out the night. If anyone wants to, this is an empty glass. Dear Lord, I'm praying it becomes bourbon and ginger ale. Somebody will make it happen.
Lauren, actually, this reminds me. I wrote a prayer for tonight. Can we start with a minute of prayer?
Well, of course,
let's do that.
Reverend Paul, we should.
If he says no, we have. Let's pray. This has been a good night, but let's pray and make it even better. Lord, you told us to ask and we would receive, to seek and we would find, to knock and the door would be opened. So tonight I ask for hearts and wallets to be opened wide in support of our mission, that we seek to be faithful to your call for justice, mercy, and love for those who receive no mercy, for those who live without hope, for those who daily struggle with injustice. And Lord, tonight we are knocking on the doors of heaven on behalf of the people of Haiti, that all may experience life. We see stuff out there, Lord, and we want to do something about it. So, Lord, grant us the desires of our heart. We pray it in Jesus' name. All God's people said, Amen.
You should go into ministry.
I'm going to consider that. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to be when I grow up.
Paul, what is the first...
Item number one.
Item number one tonight.
An evening with Maya. If you saw what happened up here and how special that was.
Stand up, Maya.
You get an evening with Maya.
An evening with Maya.
It's an Italian, 4-course Italian dinner with wine pairings. It's dinner for 6, so, if you've got some friends, you can invite them, or if you just want Maya all to yourself, you can do that too.
Now, the trick about this one, you can bid from wherever you live, but it'd probably be helpful if you lived in Ohio for this item, because the event, the dinner is hosted by Greg and Jackie Rugani. Jackie Rugani helped put this night together with Danette. It includes
appetizer,
salad,
pasta and meatballs with the Rugani's family's secret sauce,
dessert, and coffee.
And a homemade limoncello.
Limoncello.
We are going to start the bid at 100. We'll move up to increments of 50, and we'll go until no more paddles are raised, and you are the winning paddle raiser,
You're
right?
the winning paddle.
You're the winning bidder. So, not all at once, but we can kind of do these things here together. Oh, how friendly is it?
Oh my goodness! Oh no, that's not responsible.
Ask and you shall receive.
Now give that to
I told you.
That's for you, Paul. Hey, be careful what you wish for.
Why do they cover them with napkins? Like,
it's kind of like the thing at church where you cover it and then you take it off and then you lift it.
It's a chalice, that's what it is, yeah.
I don't know why they cover those either.
All right, evening with my Italian dinner. Greg and Jackie Rugani's home. Thank you all for your generosity there. We'll start the opening bid at $100.
Do we see $100?
Do we have $100? I got
number
28.
$100. Number 28.
150. We got number 63. 150. Do I see 200?
Oh, we got a 200. Number 100. Do we see a 250?
250. Number 88.
Number 88.
30 up to 300. 63. We're up to 350.
350.
Can anyone best 350?
Hey, wait a minute now. Wait.
We're up to 400.
Oh, 400. Number 28. Do we see a 450?
450.
Now, first of all, what you should know is dinner with Maya would normally cost a plane ride to Haiti, a tap to his home, la to cook all day, and you're going to get it for $400.
Right.
Do we see 450?
450. Who's out there for 450?
450, 400.
Oh, 450 over here, number 125. 450, we see 500. Do we see 500?
$500.
We got 500, got 500,
now,
got 500.
Paul, I think they're forgetting appetizer.
Yeah.
We got a 500 in the bag.
85, there we go. All he had to say was appetizer. That guy was like, I'm in. Give me.
Now,
here's $5. I'm there for appetizers.
Yeah, appetizers, salad, pasta, and meatballs with the Rugani family sauce. Now, what's not
this
on
isn't
here...
a Prego, it's no ragu. This is the Rugani family sauce.
What's not on here, but the secret information I know, because I know the Ruganis, is that Greg has the largest bourbon collection you've ever seen.
Oh!
And I don't know if he'll open it up, but I think he'll open it up. Do we see 550?
Do we see 550? We got 550 over here, 28. Do we got 600? You know, at 600, you can invite some other couples and charge them $200 each, and it works out, all right? Do we see 600? Do we see 600? We got 550 over here. Was that number 28?
550 going to Katie's
550 over
date.
here. Do we have 600? 600, we got 88, 600.
Number 88, 600.
This is what I do for offering every week at church, folks. This is that's how we do it in Texas.
That's how they do
right?
it in Texas, yeah.
Number 88 at 600. Do we got 650? This is fabulous. Do we got 650?
$600,
out there.
dinner with Maya going once.
650, 600 going once, 650.
Oh! 700. Was that 650 or 700?
That's 650. That's 650.
that's
Now we're looking at
650.
700. Are you going to get outbid? There's still other things to bid
A
on. So if you
plane
want to save,
ticket
you
to
want to
Haiti
save. But
today is
650,
$1,000. And if you do the
650.
simple math,
Yeah,
it's a great investment.
yeah. Dinner with Maya. Lookner von Rose.
Luke, no,
Yeah.
and
The guy can tell stories.
if you're a member of Good Shepherd, because I see some of those folks bidding, and you bring Alex Hoops, Pastor Alex Hoops, Reverend Alex Hoops,
You can
will
charge
hear
him
Maya
twice.
laugh more than you've ever heard in your life. And that's worth a lot of money. So,
You'll burn calories. It'll
Where
be
are we,
a
Paul?
negative.
We're at 650.
We're at 650.
Going
650
once.
at 28. 650
Going
going once.
going
Twice. Anyone not 700? Anyone out there 700?
So,
There we go. 650 sold. Congratulations. Number 28. That's fabulous.
congratulations, Maya. Just be you. All right. Our next,
28. Number 28. Right over.
our
Number
next,
28. Yeah.
our next auction item tonight, Paul. You have something to say about this item, don't you?
This bottle had bodyguards today. It was wrapped 100 times in my suitcase, flown all the way from Plano, Texas, donated by a member of my congregation. This is a 2018 Scarecrow. It's a Cabernet Sauvignon. If you know your wines, this is a nice wine. It got a 100-point rating. There's nothing any higher out there. There's lower stuff. You might be drinking some of that. But this is a highest rated wine. You want to hold on to it till about the year 2024.
220.56 maybe.
220.56. You can leave it for your grandkids at that point. It might be an investment item. If you know your wine, this might be an investment item, and you might end up with something really good tonight. But this is a special bottle of wine. And if any of our executive team members want to bid on it, we can drink it tomorrow. I'm just saying, that's how that goes. So,
wait,
yeah.
well, you don't even know the
So we're
starting
at-
bid. Be careful.
Yeah.
So our starting bid on this 2018 Scarecrow Cabernet Sauvignon is $350. Do we see $350?
350. We got 74 at 350.
Do we have a 400?
400.
We have a 400.
Number 100. Do we got 450? 450. We got 450 at
450.
74 over here. That's great. It's still your very discounted price what you can normally get this. 450. 500.
500.
Number 100 over here. Anyone else? 550. 550. Who wants to go for 550 for this bottle of wines? Matt
got a
is there at
550 here.
550. Number 74. 600. Still a discount, folks.
So,
if
you know, Paul,
if you get the Google machine out right now and you ask what's the 2018 Scarecrow going for, it ain't going for this. I can tell you right now, it ain't going for this.
Some people collect bottles of wine, some collect bourbon. Alex collects action figures. It's all about what you collect and what you can make on it. Now, Paul, but we're at 600, but Scarecrow's 2018.
It's named Scarecrow because the father, the vineyard owner here, was the director of photography for The Wizard of Oz. Right? So there's your little connection.
Now
Every
you're
bottle of
gonna-
wine's got a story.
You're
This one's
gonna
give you
pull in
plenty.
the Oz fans.
Yeah. Just
it-
think, if
it-
you went to a store and bought this, you would have to pay sales tax. But you buy it now, you can feed a lot of kids in Haiti for this kind of prices. So
And-
it's all going there. So 600 is our current, is that where we're at?
It's a
600?
current bid, but when they hear this, they're going to go higher. It reveals a dense purple hue, as well as incredible bouquet of pure creme.
Creme.
Hey, okay, only
You gotta-
for Haiti.
yeah,
No,
creme.
only for Haiti will the guy with the lisp say this.
There we go.
Creme de cassis.
That's worth an extra 50. Who's into 650 here? 650 here. 650 in the back. There we go.
Do we
60.
see a 700?
We got a 700. Was that a 7? I almost saw another line, a little one. 700 at 59. Way to go. Nice
A
job.
$7.50 for toasted spices, hints of chocolate, darker currants, and graphite?
Right.
Oh,
Wait. I have this extra line.
Gotta see
No. You have to read this extra line that was in the notes given to me. This carries.
is off the charts sexy.
There you go.
That's what it says.
There you go.
2018 that has the vintage purity and freshness. Sexy and purity. I don't know. The wine
750. Matt's at
750.
750. We're at number 74 is 750. Are we up to 800? Can we do 800? Can we do 800? Can we do 800 for
When
bottle
you-
of wine that started its day in Texas and is now here in the room with you?
And when
Can we
you
do
drink
800?
when you drink this bottle of wine, you
What will happen, Lord? I'm like, yeah.
you become what the wine is.
Off
Chocolate,
the charts.
graphite, and sexy.
It has a layered mouthfeel. 800. Do we have 800 out there? We got 750 over here.
750.
750 coming to Matt
I'm hearing
McNamara.
750 maybe going once.
750 going once. We got 800. We got 800. 750 going twice. And sold. Way to go.
Oh,
Number 74. Number 74. Nice job. Way to go.
all right.
We're
Hey,
on to live auction item number 3.
number
3.
Number 3. Yeah.
Michigan cottage auction item.
Can I tell them about it?
Please do.
All right.
Because I couldn't pronounce the name of that lake it was on. There was too many syllables for
Well,
this Texan. Yeah.
you know, despite the fact that it's in Michigan, it is amazing. Leave your cares and worries behind and spend time on a clear blue Michigan lake. Swim, play, sunbathe, read a good book, eat, play games, make puzzles, take a paddle boat ride, and sit around the campfire. Now, can you envision that? Repeat daily for 1 week. Located in north central Michigan, just east of Cadillac, Lake City is about a 6.5-hour drive from Columbus. Not that far away, even for you Dayton and Cincinnati people. Easy day trips can be made from the cottage to Big Bear Dunes, Traverse City, Petoskey, Charlevoix, and Mackinac Island. There's a good local golf course, we're told, and many other courses close by. Now the cottage is amazing. It sits right at the lake, and it sleeps 8. So think about that. You can take friends, you can take family, you can go away to a week at the lake. 3 bedrooms and a sofa bed, 1 bathroom, you're going to get close, kitchen and a living room,
But you got a lake.
and a large, right.
The fish do it, you know.
I hear that the donor of the item will even provide a bar of Dove soap for the lake. And, no, it has a large screened-in porch, but outside is where the magic happens when
There
you're
you
at
go.
the lake, right? You know lake life. A charcoal fire, a grill, a fire pit, a paddle boat for you. A pontoon boat is available for sunbathing, reading, happy hour, and stargazing. Pets are welcome. Bring Fido. Bring Lucy. Go run and play at the lake. And the cottage is open when you bid on this item for 1 week, usually a Saturday to a Sunday, in the summer of 2022. Now, if you know anything about lake properties, vacation properties, when they open it up for summer usage, that's special.
You got to get on it.
Because lake time in the summer is where you want to be. I mean, who knows, you're up in Michigan, you might even see Kid Rock on the lake over there, right? My name is, anyway. Now, this normally sells for $275 a night or $1,925 a week. It's about a $2,000 value if you're just renting this property. But tonight we're going to start the bid at $800.
$800 for the Michigan cottage auction item. Looks like a fabulous time up in Michigan, undefeated country, right? Am I not allowed to bring that up? Yeah. We're the most overrated 4-2 team out there, so I'm just talking about it. All right. $800 is our opening bid for the Michigan Cottage auction item. Who can give me $800 for a week on the lake?
We got a bid,
63,
number
63 is at 800. Who can give me 850 for a week on the lake, making memories with the kids, with the grandkids,
Summer of
with the neighbors?
2022. Think about it. Summer of 2022.
Matt, you need a place to drink that wine. Here's a great place in Michigan, right? Invite
Think
your
about
friends
it.
there.
You know, a short, quick drive up. A lot of us plan vacations and we go all out. We go there, we go here. We got to book the flights. We got to figure out where to eat in Florida and Hilton Head. And, you come home from that and you said it wasn't a vacation, it was a trip. This is a vacation.
This is a vacation.
This is the lake. This is water. This is pontoon boat. This is campfires.
Yeah. What lake is it? Lake, Miss, what? It's a wet lake. It's an Alex Hoops for you.
It says that it.
Lake Missaukee? Is that how you say it? There's a lot of.
I don't see it.
There's a lot of those. It was in the. It was on the email. Did you get the email? I got the email. Did you see the email?
It's at. You know, it's at the. It's at the lake.
It's not one of the Great Five. I'll tell you that. It's yeah. Lake City. It's Lake City, Michigan.
Lake City. 6 hours from Columbus. We have 800.
They got to this part of the land and they said, "What are we going to name this?" And they said, "Well, there's a lake. So let's just call it Lake City." Is that how? It's in Lake City, Michigan. I like that name. Lake City, Michigan. $800. We got 800. Who's got 850? Who can give us 850 for? There we are in the back, number 53. Thank you. 850 for the Michigan trip. Who can give us 900? 900. 900. Number 63 here. You're still getting this at off of 50% discount prices. 900.
And at 950, they can visualize that campfire and the s'mores and the smell of the chocolate and the mallow and the graham.
You're going to be like the heroes for your kids or your grandkids or whoever you bring out.
They're going to say, "Mom and Dad, don't take me to Disney. Take me to Michigan."
That'll be it. That'll be it.
I mean it. 950.
Sign me up. Sign me up. Who can give us? We were at 900. Who can give us 950? 950. We got 900 over here. Who can give us 950 for a trip on the lake? If you live in the Columbus or Cleveland area, it's not too far for you. Who can give us 950? 950. Oh, in the back, we got number 53 is at 950. Can we go for 1,000? 1,000 at number 63. All right. We got us a bidding more here. We got 1,000. Who can give us 1,050? 1,050. 1,050.
You know the best thing about the lake, Paul?
This might be our first. It would break 1,000 here. Here we go. What's the best thing about the lake?
The best thing about the lake. Skinny dipping. I don't know. The best thing about the lake.
We're just not going to touch it.
Okay.
We're just going to leave it right there.
The best thing about the lake
should be that.
is when you're at the lake, it's lake life.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not in the hustle and bustle. You're not figuring things out. You go and you buy your food. You stock the fridge. You go out on the pontoon boat. You go dip in the lake. You watch your friends and family. You grill out, and there you're right on the water. So as you wake up in the day, you have
1,050 and he'll stop. 1,050 and he'll stop. 1,050. And this, and we're going. Who can give us 1,050? As you picture everything that Lauren has just described for you, 1,050, 1,050. We got 1,000 going once over here.
You have the ambition of the
paddle
morning.
number 63. It's $50. That's all it is. That's all the separation there. Are you raising your hand or not? You got to be careful up here. We'll just call you out. All right.
All right, going once.
1,050 or 1,000 going once to number 63. 1,000 going twice. 1,000 going 3 times. Number 63. Congratulations.
And
number 63.
And a big thank you to our donors who have given up a prime week in the summer of 2022. Thank you for that cabin.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we've got the information on who to do that.
Live auction number.
All right, so we're going from Michigan to South Carolina. Hilton Head.
Hilton Head.
Island, beautiful. They know how to do shrimp and grits.
They do.
South Carolina.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. This is an absolute beachy location. You ever been there, Lauren?
I've been to Hilton Head.
You have? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
I mean, you can go to the Salty Dog Cafe and get an overpriced burger, or you can just spend all your time at this beachy place.
You could do that.
Right? And it's only 100 steps from the beach.
100.
Look at, wow. Wow.
Does not look like Ohio at all.
No, I mean, this is a true, this is a really great beach vacation home in Hilton Head. It's a 10-minute walk to restaurants. and the shop's at Coligny Plaza. It has a private pool, and it's equipped with everything you need for your beach family vacation. So a lot of times when we go on vacation, we rent a property, we go places, we try to find 2 out of 3 things we want, right? Beach, location, restaurants, pool. This has it all.
It's got
it
all.
has it all. You can walk to restaurants, no need to drive, dip in the pool.
Lauren, you know the best thing about having your own private pool?
What's that?
You got your own private pool. That's all.
That's
That's
right.
it. Yeah.
You got
That's
your own
all.
private
I'm
pool.
not going there. He went there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the dates are set. July 16th to July 23rd, right? It looks at the 17th through the 24th in 2022. That's fun to
Possibly,
think
though.
about.
We'd like to push that week, ideally, the donors of this item. It's up for July 16th through the 23rd, possibly June. Possibly, big asterisk, how much you donate. So
June 2022. That's what it will be. It's
and-
a 10.5-hour drive from here. So you have breakfast here, dinner on the beach.
But the property, so you're probably aware of, it has 2 large driveways, 2 master bedrooms,
Invite your friends.
1 king and 1 queen bed, and 2 bedrooms with twin beds. The loft features a queen-size futon and a great room with a queen-size sofa bed. These big driveways, a private yard, private swimming pool. It's a true beach house, decorated in comfortable and aesthetically pleasing beach style.
You don't have to deal with finding a parking spot at the
No.
hotel. You got your own driveway. No
Hi-
one in the elevator. I mean, this is all you.
High-speed wireless
time.
internet so you can Instagram your whole vacation.
There you go.
It's really great.
Live stream it.
So, this amazing property with rocking chairs on the front porch and everything you need, it normally goes this time of year for $4,200 a week, right?
Which is wild.
A lot of you have been
Wow.
on vacation, you've gone to the beach, you've
Yep.
gone to Hilton Head, and you kind of know the cost. We're going to start the bid here tonight at $2,500 for a prime week in July, possibly June. Starting bid at $2,500, and it's this point in the auction where we remind people, because it's our job, that you're not bidding on a vacation, you're not bidding on what you receive, you are donating money to Life-Giving Impact.
You're helping to
for
make
people
another
in
Maya,
Haiti.
another Verboa,
Yeah.
another Daphne
So-
possible tonight. Yeah.
So it's not about what you receive, it's about what you give and receive, right, Maya? Right? So, $2,500, do we see it?
$2,500 for an absolute beachy time in Hilton
We
Head.
got it in
in
the
the back.
back.
Number 53. Let's do $100 increments here. So 2,600. 2,600. Number 52. Can we get a 2,700? 27. We're going for 2,700.
In the back.
53 in the back. 2,800. 2,800. We get a 2,800 for an absolute beachy time. We got 52 here. 2,900.
We got
number 20.
29,
Number 20 is at 29. Can we go to 3,000? Let's break 3,000 for the evening.
$3,000, $3,000,
Yeah.
$3,000 given, oh, there we go, 52, 3,000.
3,100. Will you do it 32? So 32 is at 3,100. Can we do 3,200? 3,200. 32, number 52, 3,200. 3,300. Who wants 33? All right, Carlin, way to go. 72, 3,200. 3,300. Who can do 3,300? It's still $1,000 off.
$3,300 is 2 women,
Yeah.
2 women through CLM's Chevin Lavie Pathway to a Better Life.
That's right. 2 women,
Amen.
several kids. There we go. 3,200. We got 52 back there. 3,300. Can we get 3,300 out of this? 3,300. 3,300. Hey, book it. There you go. Number 20. 33. We got 34. Can we get 3,400 out of this? 34. 3,400.
If
Or
you were
if you just
paying-
want to book it at 42 right now, it's like eBay. Buy it for right now, right? Buy it, sold. 3,400. Who can do 3,400? 3,400. 52.
right
That's
there.
great. 3,500. 3,500. 72.
35.
Way to go. Takes care of a help scholarship for a third of the year. That's awesome. 35. So can we do 3,600? 36. 3,600 for the absolute beachy vacation time.
And Paul, it also says here that no detail has been left out.
And you're going to make sure to let us know all of them. Yeah.
It's a 10 and a half. Yeah. I won't, okay. Hey, it's worked.
I love you. It has worked. I know. Yeah, don't doubt it. 36. We get 3,600.
Hey, Allegiant flies direct to Savannah.
Hey, Brian, I see that Delta flies here too. Adults is fine right there. So there we go. Fly that bell. 3,600. We get 3,600. We got 3,500 right over here. We got 3,500 right over here. Can we get 3,600 for this vacation time? Hey, if you got kids and grandkids, charge them to come, right? Make it, your money goes to Haiti and then they'll take care of you. 3,600. You got 3,600 out there. 35 going once. 35 going twice. 35 sold. Way to go, Carlin. What number were you again? What paddle? 72. Paddle number 72. Fabulous. We're moving to another beachside vacation, this time in Ocean Isle, North Carolina.
Yep. Paul.
This place is called Beachside Blessing, and I know you'll be blessed when you stay there.
Yeah, you will be blessed doubly. There's the property, prime location right on the beach, very short drive from nearly anywhere you live, even California. I mean, when you're coming there, it's a short drive, right? The drive home might be a little long. But Ocean Isle Beach is one of the southernmost barrier islands in North Carolina, home to only 525 yearly residents.
Lucky.
This is untapped territory in North Carolina, which means think of the places you vacationed a lot, 30A in Florida, these other places. They were untapped in 1990. This is the new and upcoming place where you really want to go and make those memories. The island has maintained a quaint, beachy vibe, perfect for relaxing. White, sandy beaches.
Myrtle Beach, an hour away for all
This
you golf
property,
enthusiasts.
though, the main thing about this property, if you want to gather your whole family, maybe you've got adult children and their kids, and you want to grab the whole family and you want to go, and you want to make memories that are going to last you a lifetime, this is where you want to do it. It's really beautiful. 100 steps from the beach. Now, here are the details. 5 bedrooms. 5.5 bathrooms.
There you go.
Large pool to provide relaxation and entertaining family nights. And the lounge chairs, perfect for reading Paul's manuscripts of his sermons.
That's right.
It's really
I'm
great.
happy you sent it.
Now,
put them on your Kindle.
Now, this property is open because this property is really special. It's pretty much new construction in the last, 5 or 6 years. It's pretty much brand new. It's only available because it's booked up, because of the demand. It's only available in the fall of 2022. So you have time to plan for this, to go when it's less occupied, and the going rate then is $3,500 a week. The starting bid tonight, this is a steal. $1,500 starting.
$1,500. Did you see that picture? It was the porch, right? And looking over there, imagine drinking your coffee. If you filed a TPS report here recently, and you thought, why am I sitting here when you could be sitting there? And you can work from anywhere, people. So if you want to work here, you can expense it later on, right? Can you do that? Is that how it works?
I don't know. Ask him.
I don't know.
Where's
Yeah.
Christine Renner? She's an auditor.
She would know. Yeah, she would know.
So,
no?
So,
Okay.
don't listen to that. So,
All right. We are not
fall
tax
of
professionals.
fall of 2022.
There you go.
Starting bid at $1,500 for a
$1,500 at number 58 right there.
5.5 bathroom, private pool, 100 steps from the beach.
We got 1,500, 58. Numbers are 1,600 out there. 1,600. 138, 1,600. We get 17. We got 17 at 43. We got 1,800. He's gonna consult. 1,800, number 58 there. We get 1,900, 1,900. 1,900, number 32. We get 2,000.
Paul,
2,000.
we got-
Whoop. 2,000, number 43. New information has come to the floor. Yeah.
New information from the generous donor. August 13th through the 20th is available for summer. Now, it might not yet be bid. Now, here's a moment of generosity, folks. Oh, that's okay, Mazel Tov. August 13th through 20th is a prime time to rent a property. If you own a vacation property, you know that you need to make that money to make the property work, right? It happens to be open. That'll book up soon. They said tonight, because of generosity, they'll open it up to that week, prime time in the summer or fall of 2022. So you can get a late summer vacation in. Where are we at, Paul?
We're at 2,000. 2,000? 2,000. 4,000? Well, no, we're at 2,000. Number 30, was it 32 back there? We're at 2,000. Are we at 2,100? 2,100. Oh, we're right. We got 2,158. We at 2,200. 2,200 back there. I saw another paddle.
2,200, number 43.
2,300 for August. There you go. Number 32, 2,400. We do 2,400, number 58, 2,500. Are we going to 25? Number 43. We got 3 folks coming into this. I love it. 2,600. August 32, 2,700. Anyone at 27? Or are we sitting back at 26? August, North Carolina. I think that's a shorter drive than South Carolina from here, right?
Yeah.
2,600, 2,600. Where are we at? 2,600, number 43. 2,700. We had 27. Where's 27? 2,700. Ain't 2,700 out there.
How many bathrooms?
5.5 bathrooms.
5.5.
Alex Hoops.
That's an embarrassment.
There we go.
Yeah, 5.5 bathrooms, 5 bedrooms. I don't know if you can show another photo here. They have this large, amazing window up top that looks like you're in like a Star Wars vehicle. You can pile all those grandbabies into that and take the best Christmas photo. So
There you go.
you can't see it from here, but it's there. This property is really special.
It looks like God is just a local call in that place. I mean, that is.
So
God's
wait,
country
what's
right
the
there.
number
We're at 2,700 now. 27, number 100 at 27. 28 back there at 43. She's not going to give that up. 29. Who wants to steal it from her? 2,900. 32. 3,000. 26. 31. 58. 3,200. Are you into it? No, you're not. 3,200, 32, I like that. 3,300, 43. We got a good old-fashioned bidding war. 3,400, who's at 3,400? We got 3,300 at number 43 back there. Do we got 3,300? Where am I at?
It's still-
3,400,
yeah.
right? That's where we're going. Too many numbers. I'm at 33. We're at 33. Who wants 3,300? We're helping the kids in Haiti. We're moving to 30. I'm at 33. We're moving to 34.
34,
We're
number
helping number
26.
26. Thank you very much. 3,500. We're back to it. 3,600. Who wants to give 3,600? Ocean Isle, 5.5 bathrooms. Coffee on the porch.
And not just that, Paul.
3,600.
You've got the ocean and a private pool.
Yeah. Right. And you're there in August. And you want to be close to the beach in August. Everyone wants to be close to the beach in August. 3,600, 3,600. Helping the kids in Haiti, making memories in August of next year. 3,600, 32. Thank you very much. Anyone want to do 37? We're back to 37. I love it. 3,800, 3,800. Are we going to keep going? You got another week open there? 3,800, 3,800. What do we got here?
The reality is if you book 3 months from now, you won't find any property open. So the reality is we did a big
38.
family vacation this year on sabbatical to Florida.
All your friends will be like, how'd you get that?
If
And
you
you'll be
book
like,
late, this property you can't find it.
3,800. We got 3,800. We're looking at 3,800 for a week of bliss in Ocean Isle, North Carolina. 3,800. Are we out there for 38? Time to round it up. 3,700 going once. Oh, we're at 3,800. Right there. 3,800. Number 3,900. Terry, raise her to 4 and let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens. You know. Can we get 4,000? Can we break 4,000 for the night?
What will 4,000 do in Haiti, Paul?
You get a lot of prestige for $4,000. So I tell you what, 4,000. We got 4,000 for number 32. Way to go. 4,100. We're back to 4,100. Carolyn, do you want to name your price tonight? What? Yeah, 4,100. Who wants it? 42. Do we got 42? We're looking at 4,200. That is 3 CLM families. That will take care of lots of meals at summer camp, which we really are praying will hope happen next summer. 4,100. We're going to 4,100. 42. I'm sorry. Thank you for keeping me honest. 4,200. Number 32. We're at 4,200. We're going to 43, and paddle number 43 is at 4,300. Right? Where's that paddle 100 again? Because it looks like we're going, 10 times. 4,300. Number 43. Anyone want to do 44? Are we doing 44? Are we going 44? Are we sticking pat at 43? I love this. This is this is fabulous. I don't even know what the total is, but you guys have helped so many families already. 4,300. We go 44, 4,400, number 32. Can we go to 4,500? We're at 4,500 right now. Fabulous. 4,600. Is there 4,600 out there?
I wonder what the half bath looks like.
I've got $20 to help. Yeah, the half bet.
I can vision the 5, the half.
There's a half.
Bonus.
Right? Yeah, you've never been. All right, let's go. Let's go. 4,500. We're going to 4,500. Can we make it to 4,500 tonight? 4,500 for the Ocean Isle. Look at that view.
I think we can
Look at that
make-
view. That's it. That's a $4,500 view. Who's at 4,500?
The spaceship deal, the window is amazing. I've seen the photos.
Have you been there?
No.
Oh, you see the photos.
I've
Oh,
never
yeah,
been
yeah.
there, but I've seen the
Yeah.
photos, and,
We've run out of details. 4,500 here. 4,500. Do we got 4,500?
So somebody.
We got
wait,
4,400 with paddle 32.
Paul, somebody was at 43. Somebody went to 44.
They're at 43, and they're at 44.
And the delta,
32 is
delta
40.
to win it
Is,
is another $200 from where the person was. $200.
it's called
somebody was
pastor
at
math. It's called
43.
pastor math. Don't think too hard about it. We're at 4,400. Can we go to 4,500? We got 4,400 going once.
Going twice.
4,400 going twice. No, it's 32. Number 32 is at 4,400. You're at 45 now? All right, 45. 43 is at 45.
There we go. That's what I'm
4,500
talking
for
about.
paddle 43. Are you at 46? She's at
46.
46.
That's what I'm talking
We're back
about.
in it. We're doing business here.
That's the 200.
46. Can we do 47? Carolyn, you into 47? 47. She's into 47. So we're at 5,000. All right. We're at 5,000. Way to go, Carolyn. $5,000 for North Carolina in August.
Any other bidders over $5,000 going once?
Paddle 32. You want to name a price? We're into that now. Yeah. I name a price. 5,000 going to paddle number 43. Going once. 5,000 going twice. 5,000 sold. Paddle number 43. Way to go. Thank you. Awesome. Fabulous.
Awesome. All right, Paul, we have a
Live auction number 6. I was excited
now,
about this.
I hear for those of you live, I've heard that some people are phoning in bids
We actually have people on the phone calling
because
in for this
elsewhere
one,
this
so-
is a live streamed event, and elsewhere people have heard about this property. Premium item.
So just, buckle up, folks. This is the one. This is the one tonight. Lauren,
All right.
hook us up with the deets.
All right, here
Yeah.
are the details, folks. An unforgettable Oregon wine country stay for 6 people. Oregon wine country. I know what the bottle of Scarecrow went for.
Yeah.
Some wine lovers. All right, here's the week, though. It's a specific week. June 13th through the 16th, 2022. June
Next year.
13th through the 16th. It's a 3-night stay at the farmhouse at Quandary Vineyards in the heart of Willamette Valley, Oregon.
Pinot Noir. Willamette.
What?
Willamette. 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 Willamette.
Willamette.
Willamette.
From the moment you turn into the drive, you feel your stress subside. Situated on a working vineyard, the 2-year-old brand new property.
It's beautiful.
Open concept home features 3 king bedrooms, all with ensuite bathrooms. The 3
3 king beds. 3
fully
ensuite.
furnished ensuite
Ensuite.
bathrooms. The home has countless details, custom finishes, luxury furnishings, and linens to bring you the most incredible wine country experience possible. Take a walk in the vineyard or relax on the spacious deck with expansive views of the valley and coastal range. One evening, now here's the kicker, okay? Kicker. One evening, you will be treated to an unforgettable experience, a private in-home wine tasting presented by Pike Road Wines.
Yeah.
As guests of Quandary Vineyards, you'll also enjoy complimentary tasting experiences at wineries throughout the area, and you'll be close to some of the best restaurants Oregon has to offer. So
Those
you not
tastings
only,
aren't cheap. I
you
mean,
not
getting
only
those
you not only
complimentary.
get the property for a 3-night stay in a brand new home that is growing their own grapes and a vineyard, but you'll have a wine tasting and a private event for you. Concierge services are available to help you arrange for stocking the refrigerator, private chefs, catered meals, and other services that, whatever you could imagine here. The farmhouse at Quandary Vineyards is a wonderful place to get away, breathe, and relax. Come and enjoy Oregon wine country and remember it for years to come. So again, it's 3 nights, 4 days, June 13th through the 16th, 2022, for 3 couples. So think of this that way. 3 full bedrooms, master bedrooms, each with an ensuite. Think of bringing you and 2 of your best friends. You'll go in on it together, right? Unforgettable weekend. Private wine tasting experience for 6 people. Complimentary wine tasting at local nearby wineries.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
This value would be, if you bought it on your own, $4,400, which I think is a steal, actually. When I saw that, I was like, yeah, that's a steal already. We're going to start the bidding tonight at $200, or $2,000. $200, right? Sold, all right. It was a nice night, y'all. We're going to start the bidding tonight at $2,000. We're going to increase in increments of $500. Think of the experience you're going to have. This is the brand new vineyard. They're crashing the scene. They're disrupting it. They're going to be awesome.
I heard
the host there.
I heard this year alone, Paul, their yield of the grapes they're growing on the vineyard, like 38 tons, or just something remarkable. And the grapes they're growing on the vineyard, you could walk and you can see the grapes. Those grapes are in bottles of wine that you'll drink when you're there.
Farm to bottle. That's what we
Farm
call
to
that.
bottle.
Farm to bottle. That's what it is.
Farm to bottle, to table, to belly.
We're starting the bidding tonight at $2,000. Normally this would go for $4,400. Let's see what we can do for our friends and partners in Haiti. Again, we're knocking on the door of heaven to help them. We all know what they're experiencing.
We've got $2,000 here, number
$2,000
100.
bid. Can we get $2,500?
2,500.
130 is 25. Are you at 3,000, Matt? Matt's at 3,000. Can we get 3,500? 3,500. 3,500 for the Willamette.
We have
3,500
3,500,
for
paddle
paddle
100.
number 100. Okay, we're up to 4,000 now. Who's at 4,000? Are we up to 4,000? We're at 3,500 with paddle number 100. Again, we're at 4,000. Matt's in at $4,000. This is really nice. You got that scarecrow you could take out there. You could share with some folks. 4,000. We're at 4,500 now. 4,500 for the Willamette Vineyard experience. The barn, the house, the farm, everything.
the grapes.
$4,500.
Split 3
Number
ways.
44, we're at 4,500. 4,500. Our bidder in Texas has just weighed in. I'm telling y'all, something's going on here. $4,500. Are we at 5,000? We're at 5,000 now. We're at 5,000 now. So, we're proxy bidding. 5,000.
$5,000.
74. All right, 5,000. We're at 5,500. For you, 5 friends, 3 couples.
Split it 3 ways, folks.
I'm thinking this might not be the family-friendly vacation as the other ones have been. This is going to be leave the kids home with grandma and get away, right?
Paul,
5,000.
Paul, 3
Right.
ensuite bathrooms.
Can you tell me what an ensuite bathroom is?
Yeah, it's
better than my bathroom. That's all I know.
It's
That's
right.
That's what
It's
that
right
is, yeah.
off the bedroom.
All right, we're at $5,500. No, you're at 5. Oh, I'm going to 55. Yeah, but if you want to be at 55, you can be right now, Matt. Just for you. We're at $5,500 for the experience in June. I bet the weather's pretty fun there in June in Willamette. Yeah, you're nearby there. That's right. I forget that. Yeah, so you know. So someone else should experience that. $5,500. We're at $5,500 for your experience in wine country.
$5,500.
Making great friendships, drinking wonderful wine, making memories, and forgetting some of them later on. $5,500.
And $5,500 in Haiti. The reality is, a lot of people in the room, this is the truth. A lot of people in the room, you have a certain amount of money in your checking account, and then you have this savings account, and then you have these investment accounts, and then you have this money just sitting somewhere. This is true.
Lauren wants to get all of that.
It's just true that we just pile money and we just let it sit.
There we go.
And then we think, what do I do? You're not just getting that. You're creating life-giving impact in Haiti. So the money, the $5,500 is going to, can just sit in your account, and you can stare at it, and you can look at it, and you can like gawk over it, or you can go do that and make an impact. It's up to you, $5,500.
$5,500.
The money's
Lauren
there.
says the ball
I
is
know
in your
the money
court.
is there.
$5,500 for the private tastings, the complimentary experiences. We're at $5,000 right now. Are we going to go to 55? We go to 55. 52.50? 52.50? No, we don't break it down too much. So we're at 5,000 right now. 5,000. Anyone else? We're broken 3,000. We're broken 4,000. We're broken 5,000. Feeling really good about this night, Lauren. I think we're getting close.
This is really good.
Can we get to 5,500
going
and a
once.
high note? And then we got the silent auction winners coming up. 5,500? No? 55? Are we? Is that a yes or a no? Are we in? 55 or yes or no?
It's halfway. The paddle is like
We're at 50,
is it up?
5,500.
5,500.
There we go. 5,500. Helping our friends and partners in Haiti experience. Can we get to 6,000? Are we at 6,000? We're at 5,500. 5,500 for our friends in Tejas. Are we going to 6,000? We're going to 6,000. We're at $6,000. All right. I love it. 6,000. This is awesome. And 6,000 will help so many of our friends, partners in Haiti. Gas prices are going up, food prices are going up, the instability there, all of this makes such a difference, and it's all 100% going to our friends in Haiti.
Right.
So we're at 6,500 now, 6,500. Are we at 60? We're at
Yeah, we're at
6,500.
6,500.
All right. So now you're at 6,500. So we're going to 7,000 now. We're going to 7,000. We're sitting at 65. We're going to 7,000. You will have the experience of talking to your friends about this, what this was like.
I
It's
wonder
a new up-and-coming winery, Quandary Vineyards, right? All the other fun that's going to happen there. We're at 7,000. 7,000.
Services are available to help you stock the fridge, private chefs, curate. I mean, it's not just you get it.
Yep. We get
Right?
it. And I think it will make you off the chart sexy
And you know-
as well.
No, the other thing it'll do is it'll take that money
That's
that
what
is
it is.
collecting
Yeah.
moth and rust,
There.
and it will create amazing impact in Haiti.
That
I mean,
will be.
at the end of the day, that's all it's about.
7,000. We're at 7,000. Number 74. 7,000. Number 74. Thank you. Are we at 7,500? Where are we at? 7,500 tonight.
You can always make more
We're
money.
up to 7,500 now.
You can't make
we're
more
at 70.
time.
We're at 7,000. Matt's at 7,000.
75.
Guy knows his wine. 7,000. 74. He knows it.
70.
Matt, have I told you how much?
7,500.
7,500. All right. 7,500. We're going to 8,000. We're going to 8,000 here. I'm looking at this side of the room, but I'm not, not paying attention to you guys. Anyone over here at 8,000? Oh, all right. So we're at 8,000 over
The
here.
other reality, Paul, that a lot of people.
He's at 75. Are you going to 8,000? He's at 75 now. Yeah. No. Where are you at? You're at 7? Oh, you're at 75. I'm sorry. I was flipping it around. Matt's about to go to 8. He's just consulting with his
We've got
counsel
some
here.
other news here. Wait a second. I'm going to come
8,000
down.
almost. Yeah.
Sell it twice.
Yeah.
Sell it twice.
Sell it twice.
In other words, like
Okay, here we go.
Split it.
Here we go. We've got something that I think is really going to be
7.
powerful. No. We've got something that's really going to be powerful. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. We have something I think that folks who have generously donated this, if you're both willing, we'll sell it twice. What they mean is they'll open another week.
Yeah.
So that if you're at 7,500 and 7,000, why don't we both do it and open up the vineyard and the experience, and then we'll get $14,000 plus for the people of Haiti. What do y'all think?
We call it a split. He's in. We're both at 7,000. Both at 7,000. and we'll give them the connections. Is that like the same week, or they call you and figure out a week or something like that? They'll call, yeah.
They'll figure it out.
Okay, yeah.
The owners of the vineyard will figure it out.
No, I meant like, yeah, whatever.
Separate
You all know what I
times,
mean.
separate
Yeah.
weeks here, but are they good? Are we
We're good. 7,000, number 74, and 7,000 for our Texas number 44. Congratulations. $14,000 for the Willamette Valley experience. Thank you all so much. That's fun. What a way to end the night. I want to run through, though. Yeah, what's that? Oh, the Weller Trio. Okay, where is that?
Yeah, no, we're not done. The Weller Bourbon Trio.
I don't have that one. You have that one? We got the Weller Trio. When I go to the liquor store and I ask for Weller, they say, who do you know? And unfortunately, I don't really know. I mean, I know some people at the liquor store, but I don't know the right people because you can never get it. You got a trio of the Weller here. We've got the 3 labels.
Ooh, Weller Full Proof, Weller 12 Year, and Weller Antique 107.
We got the blue, we got the green 12-year, we got the red. The Weller is phenomenal. You can't really, when you go to this liquor store, you can't find it here, but you can get it all together in a box tonight.
Right.
Starting bid is $300.
Bourbon collectors know that with Weller, you might find 1 bottle or maybe 2. You'll never find the 3 in a setting. And if you're a real bourbon lover, you know you want all 3 to do the tastings and the pairings and, you know, all your friends to see it.
Pastor Doug and I were introduced to Weller a few years ago, and let me tell you, it goes down smooth. I've not had these other things because I can't get my hands on them, but maybe tonight. Weller Trio, blue label, green 12, and the red. Starting bid is $300.
Got a bid right here, $300.
We got 300, number 40. Let's go in 25 increments. 84 is at 325. Who's at 350 for us tonight? 350 is number 30. 375, number 88. We're going up to 400. I don't know what your number is.
400, number 60.
You're 54. Are you at 425? 420. Oh, you're at 4. You're at 425. We're moving.
425.
450 now.
450.
Anyone at 450? Who's at 450? Paddles are flying. 450 at 132. Can we get 475, number 88. 500, number 130. 500 for number 130. Can we get 525? 525, number 88. 550. Anyone 550 out there? 550 out there.
In the back.
550 in the back. Way to go. All right. We got 575. We got 550 in the back. 575. Anyone out there? 575 for the Weller Trio. Good night. 575 for number 88. You're going to be a very favorite guy in your neighborhood. That's you come home with that. 600 in the back. You're not going to be as favorite as him. So 625. Who's got 625? 625 for us tonight. For the Weller Trio. 625. We can't split this one. I'm sorry. We could try, but yeah, it's not going to happen. 625 for this one.
625 is almost not quite 2 child sponsorships in Haiti.
That's phenomenal. 625. We're at 600 in the back. 625, anyone? 625, anyone? 625, number 32. We're going to go 650 and 675. Does that work? 675? Sorry. You want to go back to 700? It's just it's all happening a lot. There's a lot of lights here. 700. Let's go up to 700. Anyone at 700? 675 in the back. 675 in the back. 700, number 58. Sleeper out there. 700. 700, number 50, 725, number 85. Who goes 750, 750, 750, 750, 750. I feel like I could do this as a different career. 750, 750, 750. Anyone out 750? If not, we're at 725 in the back, right? 725. 725 going once. 750, number 58. There you go, number 58, 750. Who can do 775? 775. Can we go to 800? 775 in the back. You got 800 up here? 800. We're looking at it for 800. We got 775 in the back. Else we keep it straight. 775 in the back. Are we up at 800? Anyone else? 800. 775 going once. 775 going twice. We're looking for 800. 775. Sold. Lucky guy there in the back. Congratulations. Let me just read these silent auction experiences. Thank you to Abiding Hope for the top golf experience. Paddle number 24 is the winner. Paddle 24. The Love of Music. by Pickerington, Ohio, paddle number 31. Barbecue and Bourbon, our anonymous donor, paddle number 29. The Yeti Cooler, paddle number 26. You got a steal on that one. Way to go. Just Add Vodka. Mixes handcrafted in Georgia from the Common Table, Decatur, Georgia, up-and-coming mission start. Paddle number 18. Made with Love Christmas Basket from, again, Epiphany Pickerington, Ohio. Thank you for all your donations tonight. Paddle number 43. Caroline. Breakfast, Lunch, or Brunch, donated by Good Shepherd Lutheran Church Haiti team. Paddle number 84. Columbus Brew Basket. Paddle, let's see if we got another page. Nope. Paddle number 53, the Columbus Brew. The Cincinnati Brew Basket. We had some of those today, my wife and I. They were tasty. Paddle number 28. The OSU Basket, paddle number 30. The Tennis Basket, paddle number 131. You're going to increase your tennis game. Spirits of Columbus Basket from Epiphany Lutheran Pickerington. Again, paddle number 91. Gorilla Glue, I'm Stuck to You, paddle number 32. Kings Island, we went there one time. That was a great time when we were little seminary students. Paddle number 39, love that place. I think this is Cooper's Hawk. 5 dinners with wine and 3 glasses of wine. Cooper's Hawk is paddle number 54. Halloween Candy Tray, paddle number 73. The Woodhouse Day Spa, paddle number 32. Tony's Steaks and Seafood. Nice job. Paddle number 18. Oh, there was a good bidding war here. You can read the whole breakdown there. Paddle number 18 came away with that. Wine Basket from Peace Lutheran in Gahanna, Ohio. Doug Wartburton, Tony Katko. They did not win the Hoops for Haiti trophy this year. Paddle number 57. Ritual Collective in Mason, Ohio. Hair Products, paddle number 100. And the Haiti Craftsmanship, there we go, nothing on the back. Paddle number 74. Paddle number 74. Congratulations to all the silent, but more importantly, thanks to everyone who donated those fabulous products. We still got the raffle for
we still have the raffle, and Danette, if you want to kind of come up too. This is the bourbon pull, so a lot of people entered tickets in to win those really fancy bottles of bourbon. We're going to pull 4 numbers out, and if your number is called, you need to make your way to the back of the room to see Scott Miller, who is waving his hand to you. Do you have the letter? All right. The first bourbon poll winner number is ticket. Pull out your ticket. Ticket 275-5172. 275-5172. All right. Make your way to the back of the room. All right. Next winner of the bourbon poll, 275-5132. 5132. There we go. Gregory, oh, Mr. Bourbon himself. All right. The third winner of the bourbon poll, 275-5059. 275-5059. Jim Wilson, Reverend Jim Wilson. And the final bourbon poll ticket of the night, 275-5053. 5053. Do we have a winner out there? Jim again? He won 2 of them. All right. Jim Wilson. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, before the evening ends, thank you for going the extra mile tonight. Thank you for your generosity. Is this the total, Danette? Do you know? This is probably not the total with our...
We're over 94,000.
Okay. So, here's what I know. We are over $94,000 tonight. Thank you. Thank you. On behalf of the marginalized, often the forgotten, the disenfranchised, thank you. Thank you on behalf of those men and women and children in Haiti whom we have grown to love, know, and cherish. Thank you for this investment tonight. We deeply hope that you've had a great time, that you've learned something, that you've been informed, inspired, and that you've been invited to take action. $94,000 is a significant impact for people in Haiti. I'm also mindful that the second half of the night has been a lot of fun, and we celebrate fun. We celebrate goodness and generosity that has been so evident here. You may have bid on an item, but maybe you didn't win the item. It was a little bit beyond your reach or beyond your comfort zone. I totally understand that. But your opportunity to make a difference, it's not over. We're at $94,000. I fully believe that tonight we need to be over $100,000. And not for HTF's glory, not for a successful event, but as a sign and a witness to our partners in Haiti that when the world has all but forgotten them, turned a blind eye, left the news stories blank after an earthquake, the COVID pandemic, a presidential assassination, an oil deal gone bad, the UN pulling out their peacekeeping force after a history of over 200 years of colonization and oppression. If we get over that threshold, it's not to HTF's glory, it's a sign and a witness of our solidarity with those who are in Haiti, who are counting on HTF to show up and to have their back. Tonight, I want to challenge you to give an extra mile gift, a donation. You can do it through your phone, you can write a check, you can do it any way that we see fit. The reality is there are a lot of people in the room. We're going to blow past $100,000. We could go to $150,000. It's really up to us. But I want to read you a letter to close the night. This letter was written by somebody who recently gave a gift to HTF. Here's what the letter reads. It's dated September 17th, 2021. It's addressed to Danette Miller, our remarkable executive director. Danette, yes. Yes to Danette. Danette, it reads, Danette, I wanted to share my reason for donating funds to the Haitian Timoun Foundation. Timoun. I'm only chair of the board and I can't get it right. Timoun. About 5 years ago, I had the pleasure of traveling to Haiti under HTF with a group from Nativity Lutheran Church in Bend, Oregon. 5 years ago. A friend had invited me to go along since she knew I enjoyed learning about different places and cultures. In my career, I had directed nonprofit organizations serving the mentally and physically challenged and was aware of the challenges an organization had in keeping to the purpose and maximizing funds. Our trip to Haiti surprised me in many ways. Our initial experience was visiting the extraordinarily challenged individuals. It was the first time that I had witnessed challenged individuals making sure that their fellow brother and sister was properly cared for, even when they themselves were drastically limited. Then, we went on to visit the adults in the mountains working hard to be independent and provide to their beloved child and grandchild. The final group was hearing stories from college students who had been given scholarships with the promise that they would stay in Haiti like Daphne and help provide much needed leadership. I was impressed with the wide distribution and use of funds. When the political coup occurred in Haiti, I was shocked. This was a blow to the citizens who were trying to establish a stable and safe place to live. A 7.2 magnitude earthquake that caused additional damage to the country soon followed the political coup. my heart cried out for the people of Haiti. I wanted to let them know that others in the world cared about them and surrounded them with love and encouragement. With this in mind, I called HTF to give support directly to the people. This might be one small step, but I believe each step we take helps pave the way for another. Sending my gift with love. That one small step that this donor who traveled one time to Haiti 5 years ago, that one small step she made, over a $100,000 stock gift. She traveled 5 years ago. She went one time. Her congregation's on the other side of the country. But a need rose up. A political coup, a crisis, pain, turmoil. And from one trip 5 years ago, she saw the vision, she believed in it. It settled into her heart, into the fiber of her being. And 5 years later, she responded with open hands. That stock gift was a few shares of Apple. What's sitting in your account? But more importantly, what's stirring in your heart? Let's get to 125.
Thank you, Lauren. You didn't know when you were buying a ticket that you were getting free entertainment, did you? How many people want to hire those two? I had no idea this evening was going to turn out like this. And I am super grateful. We get to $100,000. You know, the help students, when they talk about 400 or over 400 people come and ask for one of those scholarships, every single one of them deserve it. They earned it, and they can take 50. $100,000 allows 10 more students to go. $100,000 will supply school supplies, uniforms, and meals every single day to the entire LaColle St. Trinity School. $100,000 will help us in CLM having another entire cohort for 18 months. You are affecting 100 lives. Those children, those women, they deserve a home. They deserve to have food on their table, and they deserve to go to school. So I'm asking you, if you didn't get anything tonight, there was a lot of amazing baskets, and you didn't get a live auction, if you can text HTF to 91999, or on every single table, there's a QR code that you can just scan and you enter your information and you can use your credit card. We also take checks out there. The thermometer is not reflecting what we just did in that live auction. And I cannot thank you enough. But if you want to give $100, I'm going to ask that you give, and you're not going to receive anything, but you will have an impact in Haiti. If you want to give $1,000, $1,800 allows us for a CLM women to enter an 18-month program that literally flips her life upside down so that she is living with hope and dignity. I've witnessed when these women first come into the program, my first trip in 2015, and our guide that was with us asked someone who was in it for 30 days, "What do you hope for?" And she said, I have no hope. I'm hoping for food today. They cannot live beyond today. Then 6 months later, they're starting to build a home, they have a latrine, and they're starting to look people in the eye because their spirit is lifted. And HTF, that's what we do. We go and we visit these people. We go out in the field with them, and we walk alongside them. And it is a journey. In this journey, it might take us 2 hours in a car to get to them, or in a tap-tap. This takes them years to get to this level. There are obstacles upon obstacles given to them, storms that come, earthquakes that come. But you know what? They live with hope because they know we're going to show up and we're going to be there, and we keep every promise that we make. Every promise. So I'm asking you, if you've got some of that money that Lauren's talking about, text HTF to 9199. I cannot thank you enough. This has just been an incredible evening. It's gone longer than we planned on, and I apologize for the late night, but it's been an amazing journey with you. I have a lot of people to thank. So first of all, when I came on board at HTF a year ago, about 30, 60 days into it, talking to Scott, who's actually helped with a large fundraiser for Rotary that some of you people in the room have been with. And I said, I want to do something like this for HTF. And I'm not kidding you, the same week, Jackie Rogani reaches out to me and says, Danette, we need to have a gala. I'm like, okay, I'm in, right? So the four of us literally have been planning this since February. So thank you, Scott. Thank you, Jackie and Greg. You two have been amazing. It's been allowed us to have dinners and be in their wine cellar. So they're the ones hosting the dinner with Maya. But I'd be remiss if I didn't thank a lot of other people. Frank and Marianne Ackerman, who helped with how to display the bourbon and talked about how to do the wine pull, which, by the way, just doing the wine pull, 50 bottles, people donated all of that. That was easy to do, and thank you so much for buying the tickets for that. Katie Brenkert and Margaret Eilert for being photographers tonight. I cannot wait to see these pictures. Denise Bush, Sarah Frick, and Jo Ellen Owens. Those ladies out there. This is the first time we've done this, and there was a little bit of a struggle at the beginning, so we apologize, and we're going to do a win-learn session so we understand how to make this better, but they have been amazing throughout this entire evening. The staff at the Manor House, Party Pleasers DJ, thank you for working with me. Derek Sims, our videographer. Lauren and Paul, what a show. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And Rick and Harriet, what an amazing thing that you have done for the people of Haiti. Thank you for having all these people and everybody that you've brought along as you thought about this, and you've inspired so many people. Your legacy is just going to continue on, and I cannot thank you enough, and I know Maya sincerely appreciates it, and Daphne and Sam and Rabot, who's here tonight. We are here to change Haiti, and the people in Haiti deserve this. So thank you, everybody, and God bless, and we sincerely appreciate you.
Et content pour ça, ça c'est un jour. En anglais. This is the day that the Lord has that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice, let us rejoice, glad in it, and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day, this is the day that the Lord has made. Okay, y'all. Ça c'est un jour. Frappez mes hauts.
Think about it. There must be a higher love down in the heart or hidden in the stars above. Without it, life is a wasted time. Look inside your heart and I look inside mine. Things look so bad everywhere. In this whole world, what is fair? We walk the line and try to see